Alrighty. Welcome in. Watch party time. Who's excited for some IndyCar, boys? I am so excited for this race. The Indy NXT race this morning was a banger, dude. Holy cow, dude. Enzo Fittipaldi almost pulled it off. Put on a defensive masterclass there for as long as he could, but Max Taylor was obviously the fastest car. You could tell there at the end. Made a big bomb on the teammate there. Tyvek. I'm just going to call him Tyvek. I couldn't say his last name if I wanted to. Polish driver. But incredible movie made there into turn 14. He said it was probably his best movie he's ever made in motorsports, and I agree, man. Like, I haven't really seen it a whole lot in other motorsports. I've watched it a little bit in the USF Pro 2000s and stuff like that in the last couple of years, but that was impressive. I don't know how he held on to that car and did take out Enzo, and then he put it together. This is a great track, guys. I was skeptical about it going in with the track map. I've seen a lot of the sim work and stuff that they've done. Uh, I was like, I don't know how I feel about this track. It's real wide, so I was like, maybe there's a lot of opportunity for passing, but you never know with the new street course. You never know what kind of action you're gonna get. And damn, I like this course, dude. I like this course a lot. I think it's really racy. I think it's gonna be really fun. That straightaway, it's like a mile long. I mean, those guys are getting absolute launches through there. It was fun to watch that Indy NXT race for sure. First time on your stream. How's the race? We just hang out and talk about the race, man. It's a watch party. Come in here, we talk about the race, we hang out, bullshit, say some stupid jokes, uh, talk about other motorsports, talk about life, whatever, man. We just have a good time. How about that F1 race last night, or I guess early this morning? I didn't go to bed. I'm on like 3 hours of sleep right now, man. I was working late last night, got off just in time to be able to get home to watch the Formula One race, and dude, Kimi Antonelli finally wins, dude. Finally got it done, man. 26 starts, second youngest driver to ever win in Formula One. I think they said the stat, the first Italian driver to win a Grand Prix since 2006. Unbelievable weekend there in Formula One, man. I don't know. There's a lot of skeptics of the racing that we see in Formula One. I like it. I enjoy it. We saw Lewis Hamilton. I would had to been maybe minus the Vegas race a couple years ago where Lewis Hamilton put on an absolute masterclass. I think this had to be like it's probably his second greatest race I've ever seen him drive. I mean, I know he's got 100,000 freaking wins in Formula One or whatever it is, but that was impressive. I mean, obviously the Ferraris are not quite there yet. They botched a strategy in Australia. They didn't mess up the strategy, which obviously you couldn't really mess it up. I mean, you could have found a way. You could have found a way. But they pitted on the safety car, unlike what they did in Australia. Lewis Hamilton battled those with those Mercedes early in the run. Those Ferraris had good late takeoff speed, but that pace of those Mercedes is unrelenting, man. Unbelievable. I'm new to Indy, longtime F1 fan. Okay, cool. Well, welcome to IndyCar, man. It's gonna be an awesome race, dude. I find it funny. Ralph is in IndyCar now. He was disappointed in F1. Seems as who his dad and uncle are. Yeah, yeah. IndyCar's fun, man. IndyCar's fun. A lot of F1 fans don't like the new product of Formula One, but honestly, Formula One now is as close to IndyCar as I think it's ever been. Like IndyCar's always been racy like that. Uh, in IndyCar we always have the push to pass. We have the multiple different tires that you have to run throughout a race. Today's race about a 2 or 3 stop. In F1, we don't get that very often where you get more than one stop in a race. So it's awesome to see IndyCar where we're gonna maybe see a two, maybe even 3 stop strategy race. Obviously Alex Palou is gonna be the one to probably beat today, as he always is. Um, watch out for Kyle Kirkwood. That was my pick on the podcast. He is Mr. Street Course as of late on IndyCar. So we'll see what he could do here in this race. Josef Newgarden, he'll be coming from the back. I think he's gonna have a good car. I guess the unknown here going into this race is Andretti. What is Andretti gonna do? We've seen Will Power have an absolute abysmal start to the season. Uh, kind of rallied and had a decent run there in Phoenix, off strategy, of course. But St. Pete was just awful for him. Ericsson was decent at St. Pete as well, but the long run pace wasn't there. Kirkwood didn't really have a good run, but he found a way to put himself in position to have a good finish at the end. So It's gonna be a good race, man. This track is thrilling. I think it's gonna be a wonderful race, man. I'm super stoked. I've been excited about this race for a while now. I love IndyCar street races. I think IndyCar street races are some of the best races on the planet. I mean, you can't beat it. Well, I would say just as good, if not better, street races than IMSA. IMSA puts on great street races too, but IndyCar on street races is phenomenal, man. How about Kimi Antonelli, though? I'm so happy for Kimi Antonelli, man. That is awesome. Get him to win. If we can get a Dennis Hauger win and then a Connor Zilic win to wrap up the day, man, that'd be badass. See all the teenagers getting the job done this weekend. That Indy NXT race, I don't know if you caught that or not, Mike, but that was a hell of a race, man. That was a hell of a race. Enzo Fittipaldi almost pulled it off with a slower car, man. Almost pulled it off. Defensive masterclass, so Max Taylor took it over. Unbelievable. Unfreaking believable. I'll turn race volume on here in a little bit. We're just still in the middle of pre-race. We just did the anthems, and we're going to get rolling on the grid here. We're on a commercial break, so we'll get into that here in a minute. I have to say, I can't complain too much about Apple TV. I watched the F1 race on Apple TV this morning. Wasn't too bad. Wasn't too bad. Last week I had a terrible experience with it, but this week it wasn't too bad. Everyone needs to keep an eye on Ericsson. He's dangerous. I think so too, man. The only unknown that I have with Andretti is their long run speed. If you saw the race at St. Pete, on new tires, cold tires, the Andretti cars were just as fast, if not faster, than the Penske's and the Ganassi cars. But then when we got like 10, 15 laps into a set of tires, they didn't have the speed anymore. So I'm really curious to see if that maybe they decided to put some more downforce in these cars, less, because the straight line speed was there. Obviously, they had a lot of drag reduction on those cars, but we'll see if they trim them out, or take some of the trim out of them, put some more downforce in them, and see if these cars are fast. But Ericsson's really good on street courses. He won the inaugural one over there in Nashville. He's won multiple street courses in his career. He is, and Andretti's always been good at street courses. This is their forte, right? You've got Penske's good on ovals, Ganassi's good on road courses, Andretti's the street course captains. So we'll see how this race plays out. So we're interviewing Jerry Jones. They said this is Jerry's world. We're just living in it. Yeah, right, bud. Yeah, right, bud. Oh, man. The ego on that guy. Charges. I don't really need to charge my phone. Sure, I'll turn on race volume now if you guys want to hear this. I'll try to turn it on during the race, so in case you guys want to sync up with me, so we're on the same time. Or if you can't watch it and you want to listen to it, I guess you go. But like I say, man, we're just here to have fun, hang out, talk racing, man. That's the whole point of a watch party. It's all about having fun, sharing our love for racing, talking shit. Having a good time. How about Max Verstappen though in those Red Bulls, dude? It's embarrassing the fact that right now Red Bull's car is just unreliable. We saw Hadjar have an issue in Australia. We see Max have an issue in China. They're currently tied in constructor standings with the RB buy one get one free team. Like, what are we doing? Oscar Piastri has less laps completed this year than a safety car. McLaren is a joke. Aston Martin is a joke. I mean, I'm surprised at the reliability of Cadillac. I was like, I think Bottas finished 13th yesterday. Like, you have a couple more reliability issues. Freaking Cadillac scores points. I was hoping for it, dude, because I knew the race was at hand until Kimi almost threw it away there at the end. What was it, like 4 laps ago or 3 laps ago? He ends up almost driving off the track. That was pretty funny. I'm glad he was able to get the victory, though. But that burnout coming to the checker flag yesterday by Kimi Antonelli was badass, dude. That was some badass stuff right there. It reminds me of SVG. Every time he wins a race, he does a burnout off the final corner, man. That was exactly like SVG. All right, we'll see you Cowboy Corner. Enjoy the race. Thank you for coming by. But yeah, man, Formula One has had an interesting start to the season. Right now, obviously, Mercedes is untouchable. Ferrari's obviously second best team. McLaren is dog shit. Aston Martin doesn't even have a car. McLaren, nobody knows what the hell McLaren's doing. I mean, right now, I honestly think right now that the Haas car might be the third best car on the grid. They got the Ferrari or is it the Mercedes? Yeah, they got the Mercedes powertrain.
If we win races, we win races.
Or no, no, they got the Ferrari, and then it's
Let's talk
Alpine
new
is
mix and match menu. Choose
anyway,
more. It's just
or vice versa. I could be vice versa.
Hold up. Is that Supersada?
But still, it's like if Alpine and Haas is like maybe your third or fourth best cars on the grid, dude. I don't know what to say, man. I don't know what to say.
Planning to move? Choose Pods, the most awarded.
Mute these commercials, man. Nobody wants to listen to these commercials, dude. Nobody wants to listen to that. I don't know if Tom will be joining me or not. My co-host. He's usually probably got some family things to do this morning. That's all right. Maybe he'll join us later on in the afternoon. But I'm excited, man. It's been a long time since we haven't seen Alex Palou on top of the IndyCar standings. We'll see if he can get the dub today and get back on top. I'm gonna win Arlington today. I bet you will, Tim. I bet you will, Tim. I bet you will. I like this track, dude. Tim, this is a great track, man. It's such a great track. That Indy NXT race this morning was a mint race, man. That was unbelievable. I enjoyed the hell out of that. And usually I try to catch them, but they always, like, especially this morning, like I'm running on like 2 hours sleep because I was up till like 4 in the morning watching the F1 race this morning. Got a few hours of sleep, and then yeah, here I am. Woke up and I was like, I kind of want to catch the NXT race, see how this track kind of layout is, because I saw some of the practice and qualifying yesterday. I was like, man, this track is fast, it's wide. I want to see how it races, because there's one thing like in practice sessions and stuff, but then you get to the race, like Nashville for example. Like Nashville in qualifying and practice when that track first came out, I was like, this is a badass track. I like it. And then the race came around, I was like, I don't know how I feel about this track, dude. It's not that great. And then you have like the example of Vegas. Like Vegas didn't practice and like for F1, that Vegas track at first, like practice qualifying, I'm watching it, I'm like, this track, oh fuck, dude, this is gonna be a shit race. And then the race was a banger. So it's like, I don't know. You never know with the street course. It could be good, could be bad. You never know. Way better than the Freedom. Yeah, the Freedom 250 layout has got me a little skeptical as well, Tim. I'm with you on that one. I've seen a lot of the overheads. The cool part about it is I got that little kink down one of the straightaways, and I think that might be interesting. It's gonna look a lot like Chicago, I guess, kind of with how like that transition down into 7 works at Chicago. I don't know, man. I think it's gonna be a little interesting. We'll see. We'll see. I'm excited for that race, especially. Like I'm not lying. I think straight courses are my favorite races on the schedule for IndyCar and IMSA, to be honest. I mean, I love Rolex 24. I love Sebring, but street courses and IMSA are amazing. The Detroit and the Long Beach races have been freaking fantastic. And Sebring's like a hybrid street road. All right, let's turn the audio back on.
Palo Alto, California.
Again, the Freedom 250, dude, it might be one of those deals where I was skeptical about this track. I'm not gonna lie, I was really skeptical. Like, I'm excited for it, but then like practice qualifying, I was like, I don't really know, dude. And then that NXT race opened my eyes. That straightaway, dude, has got to be a mile long. I don't know the exact length of it, but that straightaway goes on forever, dude. Like, when I was looking at the track, I was like, man, it's a long straightaway. I don't really know if it's gonna just be like kind of a train, like gonna be able to pass. But honestly, a lot of dudes are gonna absolutely shoot their load on their push to pass in that area, dude. It's gonna be nutty. I like that horseshoe section too. It reminds me of Coda, at the stadium section at Coda. But I feel like it's maybe just a little bit wider on the back half of the horseshoe. I don't know. It looks like a really interesting part of the track. I'm excited to see how that plays out with IndyCar. It worked out good in the Indy NXT. We saw so many cars go side by side there. And then we also saw that big move through turn 14 by Max Taylor. And turn 14, it's narrow. Don't get me wrong, it's narrow. But I think if you're brave enough, I think you can make it happen. I think we're going to see a lot of crossovers right there. A lot of switchbacks. I feel like if you could enter wide there and you could get a late apex, I think you could drive right underneath the guy you're going to pass. And I think you could set yourself up well and make good moves off that corner. So interesting. Will Power said he didn't know what we're going to expect out of this race, 2 to 3 stop. I feel like the winning strategy is going to be a 3 stop, but I know a couple teams are going to try that 3 stop strategy. It depends if we get an early caution or an early safety car. That'll be the kind of the determining factor to see where this race goes. Because if we get a safety car within the first like 8 to 10 laps, I think that's going to draw a lot of people to pit road. And then from there, do they 1 stop it for the rest of the way there, or do they maybe try to 2 stop it from there? Who decides to stay out at that point? I don't know.
Wind builds, anticipation builds.
I heard it's going to be a little bit of a black race, so it's going to be the black compound, the primaries. So we'll see.
It's time to give the command for the Java House Grand Prix of Arlington. Please welcome to Marcus Ware and Podge Rodriguez.
Drivers, start your engines!
All right, boys. The anticipation and the wait is over, dude. We're going to go street course racing in IndyCar. How good is IndyCar, man? I haven't remembered a season in the last like 5-10 years where we had 3 consecutive weekends of racing in IndyCar. This is freaking awesome that they fixed the schedule. In the past, you used to race St. Pete, and then you take like a month off, and then you'd go run like at Barber. And you're like, what are we doing? You have like 3 races before the 8,500. What the fuck are we doing? Like, we get a mix. We get a street course, oval street course. And then we go to Barber, which is a road course. Then we have Indy, which is a roval. And then the 500, which is the big prestigious race. And then we get the bulk of the schedule where we got a mix of ovals, road, and street. Because we get Detroit, another street course in there. Obviously, Prix of 50s later in the year. We get the Nashville race. We get the double header at Milwaukee, the Iowa race. Like, IndyCar schedule, I think, is almost mint. Laguna Seca is the championship round this year, which I think is a perfect championship round. I'm excited.
Brandon, you feel those G-forces in there right now. Now we're losing a little bit with the wind and speed there, hitting about 150.
They had to move the race up because of the wind. I don't know how I feel about that.
About 4 Gs pushing
My sleep schedule don't like. My body is like, what the hell are you awake for right now, bud? What are you doing? You were working that late and then you stay up to watch F1. Oh.
I'll tell you that much.
And then you're over here doing this.
breathing. I didn't want to talk to him too much, but
Things we do for fun, man. Things we do for fun.
James, we've seen a lot of new events in our time in this sport. We've seen nothing.
All right, we're gonna get a map layout. I don't know all the intricate names they've got. They've been naming these like Lone Star something or Cowboy Turn and all this random shit. They're trying to be NASCAR with it. I'm just gonna try and go off the numbers. Turns 1, 2, like traditional corners. Yeah, that section right there, 4, 5 through 6, 7, 8. That it reminds me so much of like a hybrid of like Coda, you know, and also China too a little bit. Maybe like obviously not as wide as China and not as fast as China, but that run off of turn like 8 to 9, that is pretty sick. And then the straightaway of hell, of doom.
57 miles an hour, downhill brake zone into turn 12. We've seen a lot of cars in that run off T-Bell, and then a tight 40.
Yep, turn 14, super tight. But we saw Max Taylor make it happen there.
Pit road, another invention here from the IndyCar series that's working so well here in Arlington.
What a beautiful backdrop too. Like where they laid this course out is perfect.
Miles longer than the straight that you may have seen at the Chinese.
I like it because it's a street course, but it's not like downtown. You know what I mean? Like it's not in the middle of skyscraper hell.
Until they hit the brakes coming into that very tight turn 10. Let's head down to pit lane.
Thank you, Will. My driver to watch today is the king of the street circuits. 4 of his 5 career wins have been on street circuits. Of course, I'm talking about.
I just hope the fan perception of this race is good, because if it's not, dude, I hear the oval cry for Texas Motor Speedway right now so hard out of the IndyCar fans. They want their freaking ovals back so bad. And if this is a, like, fan perceived this race is a bad one, dude, I'm afraid we're gonna be back at that freaking oval again. You've been on 2K recently? No, I haven't been on 2K in like 2 months, dude. I burn out on 2K quick, dude, and I can't anymore. I won't be on 2K probably till the next one, to be honest. What's happening, man? Hope you had a good week. Thanks, Hockey. Hope you had a good week too, man. Yeah, it's been a long one. Been busy working, but I would have had these streams scheduled a lot sooner, but I ended up doing them right before the F1 race this morning. Time kind of escaped me. I kind of forgot what day it was there for a minute, but I was watching a little bit of practice qualifying for the IndyCar race yesterday, and I was like, dude, I gotta get the stream scheduled, dog. Just been a busy week. That's all right though. We're here to have fun, hang out, watch some racing. Super excited. Make sure you guys get the poll, or get your vote in the poll submitted. See who gets tallied up here. I like the love for Ericsson already. 50% of the vote. We'll see if they can keep on top of the track and if they got that speed on the long runs today, because that's what really hurt them at St. Pete. You were awake for the F1 this morning? Yeah, dude, I'm on the West Coast, so it's like 10 for me right now. So, yeah, I didn't get off work till like 12:30 this morning. And then I watched the F1 race. Didn't end until 3 for me. I saw 3 a.m. and I was like, man, it's just too far long. Yeah. Yeah, it ended at like 3 a.m. for me. I woke up, and then I went to bed probably at like 4:30 this morning. I woke up again at like 7. Just so I can watch the Indy NXT race. Yeah, I'm on like 2.5, 3 hours of sleep max right now. I'm killed. Cooked, bro. That's what the kids would say. I'm cooked. Yeah. Yeah, it was a good race, man. I enjoyed it. Freaking so happy for Kimi Antonelli, man. So happy for Kimi Antonelli. He put on a masterclass, dude. Absolute masterclass. George Russell, I feel like kind of botched it. He really struggled on the initial start. Obviously, Kimi Antonelli cut him off, and then he had to battle the Ferraris. And then when the Ferrari, dude, Lewis Hamilton and Charles Leclerc made that race for me. Those guys were absolutely elbows out, dude, just shoulder to shoulder, racing their asses off, dude. It was phenomenal. We're on the West Coast, Idaho. Yep. Old Idaho.
On an IndyCar start here.
You got to hope that during warm-up this morning he practiced.
Let's see if we get this race started here. Still pacing.
Way down that back straight. You're not going to be going anywhere near the terminal velocity you're used to.
I'm excited, man. That straightaway, that Indy NXT race was phenomenal, dude, by the way. But that straightaway, dude, it is longer than it looks on the track map and what I saw through simulation. That straightaway is super long. It reminds me of Vegas with the going down the strip, Las Vegas Boulevard. I mean, it's freaking crazy. Crazy long. I'm excited for turn 14. I think turn 14 is going to be an action corner. We saw Max Taylor make moves there that I was in absolute shock. Like it looks narrow, but if you are brave enough, you can get a crossover there, like an up and under. If you're brave enough, maybe you could dive bomb it. I don't know. You're putting yourself at a lot of risk. That long straightaway is good. That transition from 4 to 8, it reminds me of like a hybrid between a China and a Coda, like stadium section. So it's gonna be interesting. Interesting doing a drive out there in Oregon and Washington in the summer. I can't wait to check it out. Yeah, dude. There's a lot of cool places out, and like the West Coast on Oregon, like the Oregon coast is so nice, man. It's really beautiful out there. But it's such a long drive for me. It's like, for me to Portland is like a 6-hour drive, dude. It's a long drive. And I live on western, like the west side of Idaho, so it's even for me it's a long drive. But free plug for Java House. Those things are good. I've never had Java House. I actually quit drinking coffee like 3 years ago, or 2 years ago now. I used to be a coffee addict, but not anymore. I don't drink it. I'm just living off of pure willpower every morning when I wake up. Actually, I got the lip pills. You know, can't deny the lip pills. Get that nicotine. That's what's keeping me alive. I'm on straight nicotine and water, which I'm gonna have to get some here in a little bit. So hopefully we get a little bit of a run here. I forgot to fill up my water bottle before I started. I'll have to go get some here in a little bit.
Undone before the race has even begun.
That's a brutal break for the young Kiwis.
If I was still into coffee, maybe I would like Java House. I used to like Dutch Bros, like not very often. I'm not like I was like when I was a coffee drinker, I used to just drink like black coffee or maybe I'll put a little bit of milk in it every once in a while. But yeah, every once in a while I get some of that dark chocolate.
They will go 2 by 2.
From,
it is on Marcus Ericsson to temper the pace, allow the
Dutch
field
Bros.
to catch up.
Somewhere called Gold Beach is the itinerary. Great call on the Oregon Coast. It's one of the most underrated areas. Yeah, it's a nice area. Just avoid Portland with all your might, dude. Portland is an absolute shithole, dude. I've been there multiple times to watch the IndyCar races down there, and like, dude, Portland is a shithole.
2 by 2 we roll to the green.
But if you go anywhere on the Oregon coast, it's pretty nice. All right, we're green flag, boys.
Marcus Ericsson defends his lead.
Ericsson's gonna hold the lead over Palou into turn 1. We're 3 wide. Oh, it's tight.
And the Grand Prix of Arlington.
We're still 3 wide.
Ericsson from Palou, from Pato Award and Willpower.
Side by side, multiple spots. 3 wide. Oh my God! Into turn 3. Oh, we're gonna have to concede that spot. The McLaren. We got Dutch Bros in Florida 2 years ago, and it's still causing traffic, man. They're always so packed. Well, yeah. Whenever you get anything new, like we just got a Raising Cane's in downtown Boise, dude, or like in Meridian, Boise, whatever. That thing is all. It's same with In-N-Out Burger, dude. We got like 3 In-N-Out burgers now, and those things are just packed all the time. Like, what's like? I still haven't been there. Like, I don't care. Same with
Power a little slow out of the corner.
The chicken place. I can't even think of the name. But yeah, dude, it's crazy whenever they put something new in. Just everybody flocks to it. Raising Cane's. Yeah, Raising Cane's. That place is packed all the time. I mean, if you're going to go eat there, you're going to be there for at least 2 hours. Either there or In-N-Out. It's crazy. It's the new stuff, man. It's trendy. That master, that's funny you say that when you're playing skip Portland. Yeah, skip Portland. Stay the hell out of Portland. It's not even worth it. When I go to Portland to watch IndyCar, I stay at a hotel that's within walking distance of the track, and I only go from the track to hotel the whole weekend. Spend the whole day at the track. When the events are done for the day, walk straight to the hotel, crash out, and then walk right back to track the next morning. I don't go out and eat anywhere. I don't go visit the city. Nothing. Stay the hell out of Portland. And then when the race weekend's done, I go right back to my car and I get the hell out of town. Hey, Christian. I seen you in here again, man. We've almost completed lap 1 here. Ericsson's still holding the lead. 70-lap race. Now, this is what we saw at St. Pete, right? Those Andretti cars are good on the short run. How are they able to strategize, and now do they have the long run pace? That's going to be the key.
Of reds, and now let's take a replay here. This is the
yeah. Oh! Is that Kirkwood?
Into that tight turn 5.
Oh, Lundgaard got turned around. Oh no!
From the stewards for avoidable contact.
And the message to Lundgaard was okay.
He's gonna get a penalty for that.
About the tire pressures, and everything appears to be okay. So Lundgaard is staying out for now.
Yeah, no doubt that's going to go up to the stewards.
So it looks like we got Ericsson, Palou, Pato, Power. I didn't quite catch who was in 5th, and then I think Kirkwood's right there in 6th. Here we go, Power to the inside of Pato. He's gonna make it happen, dude. This track is beautiful, dude. He's gonna have to defend though. Here comes the slipstream of Pato down the short stretch. Oh, Ward's still having to defend. Yeah, dude. I don't know, man. I gotta see it through the long runs, dude. Because the Andretti cars are quick, but they were quick in St. Pete too until we got to lap 15.
power through into the podium places, and Kirkwood will be hungry. Blames himself for messing up his qualifying yesterday. Had a car that was capable of taking pole position. Wasn't to be, but inarguably one of, if not the fastest driver around.
Only problem is strategizing 3 different strategies up at the front compared to Ganassi with just Palou right now. It's going to be a hard task. And Palou's team, they are the masters of strategy. They just are. They know if the undercut or undercut's going to work before anybody else does, and they always master it.
Pieces of the puzzle, all the ingredients are there for a strong result today.
Yeah, he's either hit another car or a concrete wall probably 5 or 6 times in the first 2.
We're going to do doubleheader watch party today, boys. So later on when the Las Vegas Cup race is on, we'll do another watch party for that as well.
And go after his teammate Marcus Ericsson. Power absolutely charging.
Make sure you guys get your votes in. 67% on Ericsson. You guys are real riding high on Ericsson. This might be the best track to see a flip. Dude, I'm not lying, dude. You might be right there, Christian. This track is wild, dude. This track is wild. I like this track a lot. I was super skeptical coming into the weekend. Super excited, but skeptical. Didn't want to get my hopes up too much, but dude, this track is racy. I like it. I think it is opposite of what Nashville was. Nashville was supposed to be like this cool, exciting track, and it never turned out that way. It looked good at practice qualifying. They got to the race, it was a snoozer. I get Andretti and Ganassi guys mixed up all the time. First year I'm giving IndyCar a full try. Dude, you've come to the right place, man. IndyCar is the best racing series on planet Earth. You could fight me on that and argue me on that, but it is the best, and it's been the best. It's the most underrated. Nobody watches. Like, a lot of European F1 fans are starting to watch IndyCar now. Like, IndyCar is the most underrated series on planet Earth, and it is probably the best racing. 28 and 10, right? Is there a third? No, 28, 26, 27 are all Andretti. Ganassi is 8, 9, 10. And then Penske is 2, 3, 12. And then McLaren's 5, 6, 7. Those are really kind of your 4 super teams.
Alex and Christian have been great additions to ECR, but really, Gary's been the game changer. They delivered our Drive a House coffee pods.
No, Andretti right now, they're running 1st, 3rd, and 5th with Ericsson, Power, and Kirkwood.
I would check that if I was doing it.
Flow's still running 2nd. Pat Award in 4th. Which Pat Award was a sleeper coming into the weekend, which I kind of agreed with. We'll see if McLaren has the speed on the long runs.
Java House cold brew coffee. Amazing.
I'm just worried that Andretti's going to throw it away strategy-wise. They always seem to do that. They're like the Ferrari of IndyCar. I swear to God. So is Ganassi just Palou and friends? Yeah, basically, dude. It's basically just Palou and friends.
But being reliable.
I mean, Dixon will win a race this year. He wins a race every year.
For dependability that matches
but
yours.
it usually won't be till the second half of the season. Like, he'll win at like Mid-Ohio or Road America or something like that.
Since 1900.
He is the GOAT. Scott Dixon is the GOAT. All-time wins leader in the series. Well, not history, because obviously Foyt's got a few more than him, but they're both tied in championships. I think Dixon's like 7 wins away from tying Foyt for the all-time wins list.
Whatever's easiest.
But he'll win a race. Dixon's won a race every single year for like 21 consecutive years or something ridiculous like that. Some crazy stat.
Don't be passive progressive.
So he'll win a race this year. But Palou, but it's not just Palou, and like IndyCar is basically not even just like Ganassi and Ganassi isn't just Palou and friends. IndyCar is Palou and friends. Like, Alex Palou is the like the greatest driver in IndyCar right now. Like, he's won 3 of the last 4 championships. He's got a win rate of 20%. He's won 20 of his 100 starts. Today's his 101st, so he's looking for a 21. Like, he's unbelievable. And he wins everywhere. He wins 8,500 last year. He wins road courses, street courses. Figuring out the ovals now. It's like, he's unbelievable. Is Dixon IndyCar KB? Yeah, Dixon's IndyCar KB, except he can actually win a race every year, unlike OKB.
Our vehicles move, but the way they make you feel that makes them a Honda.
Yeah, Dixon's really good, man.
Honda.
Actually, I'd more compare Dixon to like Jimmy Johnson. Except his tail off of his career isn't as brutal as Johnson's was.
Alex Palou by less than 0.6 of a second. Will Power third, coming under pressure from Pato Award in.
I would say Will Power's more like KB.
Is sixth, and we are now stepping very
That's what I would. If I was to compare, I'd say Dixon's like Jimmy Johnson, and Will Power's like KB. Newgarden's like Logano.
Is the one to be answered. All of our top 5 are on the soft. Felix Rosenqvist, the highest placed driver on the hard tire, along with Rossi in 8th and Newgarden in 10th.
This is good. I mean, they're all still really tight together, so that's going to turn into strategy races. The top 5 are all on the soft tires. Here we go. We got pit stops. Oh, Dixon! Oh! Because we got 2 of the Ganassi cars pitting off strategy here. This is typical Dixon strategy, guys. This is how Dixon always finds a way to win a race. He'll do some random strategy like this, pitting in the first 6 laps. He's going to catch a caution at the right time, and it's going to put him in position at the end of the race for a good finish or a potential win. This is typical Dixon stuff, man. This is what he does.
Well, we expect Scott Dixon to roll the dice early in these kind of races, go on the alternate strategy, go on the attack, and more often than not, it works out.
So that's going to put him on a 3-stopper easily.
Hitting the tire of his teammate, bouncing it across almost into his own crew as he entered his pit spot.
Yeah, they'll look for the severity of that equipment flying and whether or not it created a dangerous situation. I think that one's going to be right on the margin. Luckily, his teammate Simpson there, it was in a Chip Ganassi team box one way or the other.
I wonder if he's going to go. Well, he's got to go on a full tack, obviously. You're not going to be able to feel safe from his strategy.
On lap time, of course, but what we see here on screen with how much is that number 28 starting to swirl around with power down. So far, so good.
200 seconds of push to pass? That's a lot, dude.
Palou sitting behind him. We see this race in, race out.
Especially for this track, that's a lot.
How much is Palou just biding his time, just holding it back, saving fuel, saving tires, so that when everyone pits around,
I'm definitely aware of Palou's greatness. What I don't entirely understand is the progression if an open wheel and the reason he doesn't future F1 like hurt him. He should be F1. He's F1 talent, but the problem is, dude, is F1's a money game. And it's political. He just didn't get his opportunity. I still think he will eventually get an opportunity in F1. I just don't know when that's going to happen. But I think there's only three drivers in the world right now, I think, that could maybe complete the Triple Crown, which is Indy 500, Monaco Grand Prix, and 24-hour Le Mans. And I think it's Verstappen, Palou, and Zilich. I think those are the only 3 drivers on the planet right now that can accomplish that. The only problem is, can Palou get to F1? Can Zilich get to F1? Will Max ever do the Indy 500? That's really all it comes down. Palou's got the 500. He almost had Le Mans a couple of years ago. If you guys remember, Ferrari was dominant in, what, 2024, 2023, one of those years? And Cadillac, at the end of that race, put Palou on an alternate strategy. And they almost snookered him. Almost snookered him. So he could already have 2 legs done. That's as a racing fan, my ultimate wet dream is to see somebody in my lifetime win the Triple Crown, dude. It's only been done one time in the history of motorsports, and they've been running the 8500 since 1911. They've been running the Monaco Grand Prix since 1909, and they've been running like the 24-hour Le Mans since like 1918 or something like that, or 1920 something, like, and it's only happened once. It's unbelievable that feat's only been accomplished one time. Montoya technically has it with an asterisk, I guess. And Mario has it technically with an asterisk. But the problem is, when Montoya won it, he won it in an LMP2 car, which he won in class, right? So he won his class, but he didn't win the overall. So it only counts if you win overall. So Montoya technically has accomplished a feat, but not at the same time. Doesn't count, but it kind of with an asterisk counts. Same with Mario. When Mario won it, he was in a Group B car or a Group C car, which was the second tier class. So he won his class, finished second overall, but won his class. So he technically has an asterisk at Le Mans as well. And then Fernando, he's 2 legs complete. He's got Le Mans and Monaco. He just hasn't done it. He hasn't won the Indy 500 yet. He's ran it or attempted it twice and wrecked out in the first attempt and then missed the race in the second attempt. So I don't know. That's my wet dream. Somebody's gonna win the Triple Crown some year. Someday it's gonna happen. I think Palou or Verstappen are probably your 2 best bets.
That tells me this might become a 4-stop race, James. We're only 10 of 70 right now. Hopefully they can do it on 3. Certainly not 2 today.
Man on the move. This man, Scott McLaughlin.
Scotty man. He's up 9 spots, dude. With Palou, is it similar through thought process to staying in Xfinity starts with a race?
Put him in the pound seats. An astonishing start from him. Putting on the moves. Can he put another one?
Well, everybody considers IndyCar at a lower level than F1, but I consider them equal. Honestly, they're equal. The only difference is IndyCar's spec and F1's not, but F1 technically kind of, to an extent, is a little spec. Is you got to meet like a regulation, obviously. You can't just build what you bring or run what you bring. No, the F1 ladder is tricky because essentially you have to be really talented. That's point number 1. Point number 2 is you kind of have to be European because you have to race the European ladder. You can't, like with what Herta's doing is very very rare, right? Going from IndyCar to Formula 1. We've seen it happen in the past. We've seen obviously Sebastian Bourdais do it. We saw Ari Leyendijk do it. We saw Juan Pablo Montoya do it. We've seen a lot of guys attempt to go from IndyCar to Formula 1, but that ladder is extremely difficult. Unless you grow up in the European scene and you race the whole F3, F2 Formula 1 ladder, you have a lot of European money, a lot of European sponsorship, and then obviously finding the right car at the right time, because we see it in Formula 1 all the time where Mercedes was on top for a long time, and then Red Bull was on top for a few years there, and then McLaren went back on top. And now we're seeing Mercedes back on top. So it's like finding yourself to F1 at the right time with the right car is the big thing.
What'd she call Harper?
Because if you know like your racing news and knowledge over the last few years, Alex Palou was in line to go to McLaren and race in Formula 1 for McLaren. And that whole Zach Brown debacle, and they kind of fucked him out of the deal.
The right money moves aren't as absurd as you think.
And having to pay for damages and the whole lawsuit that happened. Yeah, McLaren really screwed Palou with his opportunity. Because Palou, if he would have been with the McLaren ladder, he would have been in Formula 1 last year when McLaren was the best team, and he would have been in that car instead of Piastri. And I think Palou would have won the world title last year. But that whole thing never panned out and worked out for him, so that was unfortunate.
You or endurance?
Call right now to get $300.
Fury is still in IndyCar kicking ass. Maybe one day we'll see.
So he made sure Tuesdays were
my dream is that Cadillac is really freaking good, and he ends up going over there and racing for Cadillac. But I think Cadillac's at least 3-4 years away from even being super competitive at all. So, if they ever get to that level of competitive, we see Haas in Formula 1, and they're just, this is like the best year they've ever had right here this year. So it's like, how much time will it take for Cadillac to get good, and will Palou still be in that point of his career where he can make that leap? I mean, he's only 28. He's got plenty of time. It's just finding the right ride at the right time. Because you're right. If you go to F1,
Star power.
it just you never know. You can go to the back. I much prefer to watch IndyCar over Formula 1. I'm just speaking from what I understand. Pecking order. Well, it depends on who you ask. I mean, a lot of people say F1's more prestigious than IndyCar. I put them at the same level. I think they're just different. They're different types of racing. That's just all it is. They're both elite. Like you see F1 guys, like they always talk about the IndyCar guys that go to F1 and struggle, but they never talk about the F1 guys that come to IndyCar and struggle. Like look at Roman Grosjean. Does every F1 team have its own development team, F2C? Well, kind of. They don't technically own the F2 teams. Like, there's a lot of F2 independent teams, like Red Bull Junior team. Like, Red Bull has a team, obviously. Mercedes kind of has, like, a developmental program. They don't really own the F2 teams, so how it works is, like, there's smaller teams that run F2, but say like Mercedes, for example, with Kimi Antonelli, they planted him in a junior team that they had association with, and were able to develop him through there. So they invested a lot of money and time into Kimi Antonelli at the F2 level to get him to where he's at now. Look at this battle, Malukas. Look at Newgarden. Oh, it's so tight. It's so bumpy, too. And he got him. Wow, got by Rasmussen. Great battle right there. I'm impressed with the speed of the Penske cars. I am honestly impressed. McLaughlin's up to 12th, guys. He is flying.
We saw him have contact with the tire on pit lane. We ride with Scott Dixon now. Dixon hasn't got a penalty for it, and there's a
So I'm assuming Herta is the same with yeah, Herta's in basically a Cadillac. Cadillac's the one's basically paying for that venture for Colton Herta, 100%. And it's not going very well, which sucks. I think if Cadillac wanted to really invest in an American driver to bring to Formula One, they should have just spent the time and money to develop Connor Zilic, which they still have time. He's only 19. Go to Zilic, buy him out of his Trackhouse contract, get him into freaking Formula 2 right now. That's what I'm saying. I mean, obviously, if he goes to F1 with Cadillac now, it'll be an absolute failure. Like, they're not going to put Herta in those Cadillac cars until they're competitive, because they're not going to hurt the reputation, you know, which I don't blame them. If I was Herta, I would not want to be near one of those F1 cars right now. Those Cadillacs are absolute dog shit.
Absolutely brilliant. Once again.
And the only reason, well, that's one reason he's running F2, and the other reason he's running F2 is because he doesn't have enough super license points to run in Formula 1. So for a long time, the super license points were kind of screwed with IndyCar, where in F2, you could finish like 4th or 5th in points in Formula 2, and you would have more points than an IndyCar champion. But they've kind of fixed the way that the super license point works, where now in IndyCar you earn more, which is the way I don't think they earn enough yet, but at least we're moving in the right direction, where IndyCar is getting some of the credit it deserves with the super license points. What was going to be my next question is, wasn't Zilic at one point near an F1 trajectory? Not really. He did the whole karting thing in Europe. But like he said, there, like when he was racing there in Europe in the karting, it's not like he ever had enough money or any like support to be able to actually jump into like racing Formula 4 or Formula 3 or anything like that. So I mean, you could technically say he was in that trajectory, kind of, but it was never really an opportunity, or there was never really an option for him to jump that ladder. I mean, he came back to the United States and continued racing go-karts for years because he basically thought his racing career was over. He had opportunities in sports car. Like if you know Connor Zilic's origins, he started in the go-karts, but then he came back to America and he was racing sports cars. He raced Mazda MX-5 Cup, ran LMP2 prototype cars, and he was going to pursue a career in sports car racing. And then Kevin Harvick obviously kind of steered him towards the direction of NASCAR. And then once he got to the NASCAR pipeline, that's when the Formula 3 and Formula 4 opportunities started to come around, and he was already committed into the NASCAR ladder. Did you say F6, lol? Yeah, right. Formula 6, Formula 7. How deep does that go, lol? It goes very deep. So, in America, in the IndyCar ladder, you have USF and then USF Pro 2000s, and then Indy NXT, which is like the equivalent to like the O'Reilly series, and then IndyCar. And then in Europe, you have Formula Fords, Formula Renault, you have then Formula 3, Formula 2, Formula 1. So like Formula 3 would be the equivalent of like the truck series. Formula 4 would be like ARCA. Formula Ford would be like ARCA West or ARCA East. And then like Formula Renault or like any of those type of things would be more like super late model racing and stuff like that.
So you have drivers like Scott Dixon opting to pit.
Trying to compare it to like NASCAR terms, I guess. It's a big ladder. Huge ladder, man.
Those drivers like Marcus Ericsson and Alex Palou lead.
But you could skip a lot of that stuff. Like Kimi Antonelli skipped Formula 3 completely. Max Verstappen ended up racing in Formula 3. Like you could skip series. But the only thing is you got to get these you've got to get the super license points. You have to have a certain amount of super license points to compete in Formula 1. And you have to renew it all the time. So it's like, it's very complicated. Like every series you race around in the world, you earn these super license points. Some series you earn less, some series you earn more. The most super license points you can earn, F2. If you want to earn it, get the fastest route to Formula 1, it's Formula 2. And winning the Formula 2 championship. And here we go, the leaders are in.
Oh, this is going to be an awesome battle on pit lane, Townsend. Marcus Ericsson has been absolutely flying. The new stuff going on for him. Georgia.
If you watch IMSA, there's a guy named Frederick Vesti. Oh, no, we got issues for Ericsson. He's going to lose the lead to Palou. Andretti just Ferrari'd it. They just Ferrari'd it. They do it all the time. Oh, no, Andretti fucked it.
They're both out critically ahead of Pato O'Ward and Kyle Kirkwood, but again,
wow. No, Frederick Vesti races for Cadillac in IMSA right now, and he's a Formula 2 champion, and he never even made it to Formula 1. So even being successful and winning championships at that level still doesn't guarantee shit. Teo Porcher, F2 champion. He came to IndyCar and he got ran out of IndyCar real quick. So it's like, just because you're successful at those levels and you get those super license points is no guarantee that you're going to have success and make it to Formula 1. Still have to have the backing, still have to have the right team at the right time.
Trying to make it through. Ahead of us is Marcus Armstrong. So O'Ward having to contend with the fast Andretti behind, trying to pass the pole-sitting Andretti ahead.
$185 miles an hour before he hits the brakes down there for Pato O'Ward.
Tom's texting me.
Ericsson doing a good job of getting up to speed, keeping both him and
that helped a lot, yeah, with the NASCAR comparisons. It's easier to understand. Yeah, all series have that work up. Same with like sports car racing. Like if you want to get into like the World Dirt Championship or IMSA, same thing. You start with like Mazda MX-5 Cup races, or you even before then you run like those little prototypes. They're like I can't remember what they're called. They're little Dallara prototypes. You can run those. You can run like GT4 cars. You could run the TCR cars, which are like front-wheel drive cars. You got the Clio Cup and stuff like that. And then you eventually move yourself up to a prototype. So it's like every racing series has a ladder system. But F1's like the only ladder system I feel like that isn't necessarily based on completely talent. A lot of it has to do with money. Like if you do good in ladder systems and all the other series, you can eventually make it to the top series. NASCAR's kind of becoming that way too, like Formula 1, because you look at like a guy like Corey Heim. He's well more than deserved an opportunity at Cup, but he can't get a ride. Just makes no sense. Yeah, they really botched that freaking Andretti. They threw this race away, dude.
Less than a second between him and Felix Rosenqvist. Yes, we are watching the battle that ultimately is for 10th, 11th.
Well, Will Power said this might be a three-stop strategy, and this guy still ain't pitted yet, so I don't know what strategy they're gonna run. Probably a two-stop.
Two races of the season. He leads on the streets of Arlington. Rosenqvist and Rossi behind.
I ain't blame Texas.
And Doug.
Thank you both for coming in. I'm a bit worried about Doug.
God, that
Gardner.
sucks for
I
Ericsson.
know how
man.
important Liberty Mutual.
Oh,
is to
that
family.
sucks so
Like
bad.
customized car insurance to save people.
I think it's an Alex
Well,
Palou
Doug Gardner
race
keeps
now, dude.
writing
Like, if you
this.
give Alex Palou control of a race, dude, you might as well just pack it up, son. Head on home.
Well, at least he spelled insurance right, right?
The masterclass will ensue.
Only pay for what you need.
I'm curious to see how this strategy with Will Power works out. Because he was thinking maybe it was going to be a 3-stop. But he's one of the only guys out there that hasn't pitted yet. So I don't.
Harbor Freight has the quality auto
I don't know.
you need at unbeatable prices. Harbor Freight, your automotive destination.
I do like the double pit lane in IndyCar. When it first came out, me and Tom jumped on the podcast and we started absolutely berating it. Like, we were like so skeptical of it. I think it's the best invention in modern motorsports is the double pit lane. I think it is absolutely amazing. They tried it at Detroit, and it is a freaking success instantly. And then now we've got to hear it at Austin. And I think that is the future of street courses, is having the double pit lanes.
And I work for Java House.
Because you don't need as much space, right,
Here's my guy.
to conduct your pit lane. So you can put pit lanes in smaller areas. And when you only have 24 to 28 cars on the grid like IndyCar does,
I want to go home. Which
perfect.
is why I never do.
Like 12 to 13 cars on each side. So way less space you have to take up. Less infrastructure for pit lanes.
Amazingly smooth.
And it works out. Look at it. You just have to make it wide enough.
Someone's popular.
Perfectly fine.
I've been selling
And there's a
something
blend lane, so it's not like you're gonna. And you could race off pit rate a little bit, but it's not like it's not
what you don't.
like that was the thing is we thought it was a safety issue at first. We're like, yeah, these guys are gonna kill each other coming out of pit lane. Like all this merging and blending and shit, it's all fucked up. But no, it's been perfect. We'll power down pit lane. Rosenquist now to the lead.
Powered by NTT data puts the pulse-pounding action of IndyCar.
Rosenquist,
right
Rossi,
at your
Ferrucci,
fingertips.
Newgarden.
Never miss a lap with the latest news, highlights, and live race coverage. Track every move with real-time.
At least I think Will Power pitted, unless he had an issue.
Onboard cameras and driver radio. Your all-access pass to every race, every moment, every day. Download the official IndyCar app now.
Team USA's quest for a championship continues as they face the Dominican Republic, the World Baseball Classic semifinals, tonight at 7:30 on FS1.
Felix Rosenquist has taken the lead of this race from Will Power as Power's soft tires start to fall away.
Oh, he did take the lead from him on track naturally.
To pit.
All right, here comes Rosie.
From the lead of the race on the hard tire, Kevin.
And this is big advantage for Will Power because he's on the soft and he's making it last longer than the hards did.
Waiting on fuel. Gone.
Of new softs and he's out.
Not the only hard-shod driver to come in. Santino Ferrucci I saw in the background pitting as well. Incredible for Will Power, who was questioning how.
Lowe's not really getting away from Ericsson. Ericsson's closing that gap back up a little bit here. Oh, Rosenquist blending with the Kirkwood. Oh goodness.
Kyle Kirkwood so smart to give a little.
Yeah, Kirkwood, dude, that could have been bad.
To the cold, tired car of Felix Rosenquist. He could have tried to close the door. There would have been contact. Heads up driving from Kirkwood.
So here's how this is playing out for Power. Staying out long is good. He's good as he can make those reds last. But right now we're looking at about a 20-second loss to pit. Sorry, we went just past there. So right now, based on that, he'll come out around where Rosenquist just came out.
Let's see if the pressure tires for Rosenquist work. He's got to get the temperature in those tires quick, though.
To be clear, he's well clear right now. Right, but for Power to go that long, a full fuel stint on the softs, amazing.
And what that means is his next soft stint can be nice and short. So it's even though it looks like he's losing track position relatively right now, it could actually play into his hands a little bit down the road as we get a replay.
This was tight.
Of the 60 coming out side by
Oh,
side with Kirkwood.
Kirkwood's so good there to give space. That could have been bad.
Maybe a little help from the spotter on board the back of Rosenquist here. There's Kirkwood. Look at how close this is. Woo.
I was good on Rosenquist too, not to force that issue on the cold tires.
There is a regulation in IndyCar.
Rossi is pitting.
Who are new to IndyCar, you have to run 2 sets of the soft tire. They don't have to be brand new. They can be used, but you must run 2 sets of them during the race. Scott Dixon has already done so and is marching his way back up the order. Keep your eyes on Dixon as Newgarden pits and Jack is there.
He is. Will he put on the new red tyre, that soft tyre? Just remember, this team had to go to a back
Newgarden and McLaughlin both pitted.
in practice. Georgia.
Scott McLaughlin came in for his first pit stop of the day. Will was just
That was a
talking about
banger
the
stop by
on two
McLaughlin.
sets of
6
the red
seconds.
tires. They just put their
Dear
first set on.
Lord.
Remember, he started on those primary tires. This was his first pit stop of the day. It was fantastic. A quick one, in and out.
So Power still leads from Louis Foster at Rahal, Christian Lundgaard third, Alex Palou up to fourth, has made one stop for a fresh set of soft tires.
Yo, what did I miss? Hey, Baron. Good to see you. You haven't missed much, man. We got a pretty interesting start. Andretti pulled a Ferrari strategy out, and they end up screwing up their pit stop and handed the lead over to Palou. So we'll see if Ericsson can fight back. It's going to be hard to do. Once you give Palou the power control of a race, dude, he's really hard to beat. Will Power hasn't pitted in 22 laps on those soft tires, dude. He's just going to try and run those things to cords. Here he comes, as I say it.
Kevin.
This was a fantastic first stint for Will Power, who gets maybe in position to be able to do it on one more stop. You needed to get to at least lap 22.
And he's off. Oh, he's going to have to concede. Oh, no.
He's the only one that's already run the soft and might be able to do it on one more stop.
If Andretti didn't have bad luck, they'd have no luck at all.
If they didn't have bad luck, they have no luck at all. That's a fact. Well, they screwed up the Ericsson pit stop. There's no excuse for that. That was just pitiful.
And luckily, Will Power didn't stall the car. Probably lost 3 seconds versus half a second. If they would have held him a split second longer, pulled right out in front of a car they know is coming to the box.
Great damage recovery there from Power. Like I say, he was quick.
Yeah, somebody didn't give him a heads up.
Driver not down the pit lane.
Yeah, that was all on the front tire changer there. He should have been more aware of what was around him, dude.
It's very hard to be in that role, but ultimately, it was a mistake on the crew.
Well, the blimp back out in 6th.
So he slides to 6th in the new order. Palou, your new race leader from Marcus Ericsson. Palou is starting to just edge out that gap a little.
McLaughlin's got a fast car, dude. He's already gained like 18 or 16 spots, something crazy like that. Oh, Newgarden's around.
Exactly what happened with Kirkwood earlier.
Him and Malukas made contact on pit exit. The teammates. Oh, Newgarden should have conceded that.
I have to see Joseph's on board again, I think. But that's bad luck either way. That
Yeah, Newgarden should have conceded that. He's on cold tires on pit exit, dude. Just concede it, man. That wasn't the position. Like, you saw Rosenquist and Kirkwood do the same thing, not teammates. And Kirkwood gave the room, just like Malukas did, but then Rosenquist conceded it. Like, stupid. That was stupid by Newgarden. I'm putting more blame on Newgarden than I am on Malukas there. I'd say 80% Newgarden, 20% Malukas. That was just dumb. That was just dumb.
They also develop psoriatic arthritis.
All right, I'm gonna mute. I'm gonna start muting these commercials, dude. I can't. I can't. They're terrible. Absolutely terrible. See that one race this morning, Baron? I thought that was a great race, man. That Ferrari battle was insane, dude. Between Leclerc and Hamilton, dude. That was fun to watch, man. I enjoyed the hell out of that. I'm so happy for Kimi Antonelli, man. That was a hell of a drive, dude. Hell of a drive. I was worried there for a little bit. I was like, oh, man. When the Ferraris got by him on the initial start, I was like, man, this is how rookies young drivers mess it up, dude. Because he's got the best car. Can he be patient here? Knowing he's going to have the best car on the long runs. And he did. He did. He was patient. And the Ferraris raced the Mercedes clean, man. Like, they didn't. I mean, they could have played some real tactics there to really muck up that race, but damn, dude. That was unbelievable. And then once George Russell got by him, then it became the Ferrari battle, even when Russell was ahead of him. Yeah, it's like to see Max retire. That RB needs a lot. Dude, that was miserable, dude. We had Hadjar have an issue in Australia. Max has an issue in China. Know what's messed up, Baron? I was looking at the constructor standings this morning, too, after the race, and I was like, How the hell is the buy one get one free team tied in points with the Red Bull team? Like, that is just mind-boggling to me. Like, absolutely mind-boggling. Like, I don't know, maybe it's a far reach, but I think that the Haas might be the third best team on the grid right now, dude. And that's saying something, dude. I mean, those Haas cars are not bad at all. Ocon made a big mistake there. Got into, who was it that he got into? Was it Colapinto? Yeah, it was Colapinto. That was pretty crazy. That was a good battle though. Max bogged down at the start as well. Yeah, dude, I saw that. I don't know what the hell's going on. I feel like it's a Ford effect, man. It's Ford. Found on road dead, man. That's what Ford stands for. Found on road dead. Because he went to go off the initial start, and it was like the car was stuck in neutral. It was like, what the hell's going on? He lost like, what, 12 positions off the initial start, or it felt like 25 positions, man. Yeah, he didn't even have a chance, dude. That sucked for Max, man. And then the retirement from 6 was just stupid. McLaren not even starting as a jaw droppers. Dude, and then Aston Martin too. Like, what the fuck is Aston Martin even doing on the grid? Do they even deserve a spot, dude, at this point? Like, wasn't that the whole thing with Cadillac? Oh, we can't have Cadillac in our sport because it's taking up grid space. But then you got Aston who can't even get on the grid. And when they do, they're just a waste of freaking space. Like, at least Cadillac is finishing races. Like, I don't know, man. I don't know how I feel about it. I think Aston Martin is an absolute joke. And then I saw the stat where it was the safety cars ran more laps this year than Oscar Piastri has. It's like, McLaren's a joke this year, man.
But you probably just watched on TV and said, "Hey, there are a lot of football players there. That could be me."
That's right.
Which I think McLaren has everything coming to him. Fuck Zach Brown. Fuck McLaren.
To find the right precision as a fueler.
Everything that's happened to them is happening for pure freaking karma. The Honda ICE is a junk box. Yeah, I agree.
He's got to keep the helmet on.
I 100% agree.
Emergency stop for willpower.
I think there's a lot of issues in Formula 1 this year, and I don't know when a lot of these teams are going to figure it out or when it's going to click. But the look on Fernando's face after he got out of the car yesterday, I was like, this guy's got to be the biggest regret, dude. Because, like, he could have left 3 years ago and pursued an IndyCar career and went for that Triple Crown and won the Indy 500. And now he's never going to be able to do it because he's now he's going to be too old. It's like, he could have came to America, ran the IndyCar circuit, and cemented himself as one of the greatest of all time. And won the Triple Crown. And he chose to stay and run in Aston Martin in F1 this year. You can't even finish a freaking race. Hell yeah, fuck McLaren, fuck Zach Brown. He's the most unlikable douche nozzle in the grid. Yeah, fuck Zach Brown, dude. I can't stand him at all, dude. I wouldn't piss on him if he was on fire, dude. Fuck Zach Brown. What he did to Alex Palou, Teo Porcher, David Malukas, Daniel Ricciardo, the amount of people he's fucked over, it's just unbelievable to me. Fuck out. Fuck Zach Brown, man. Can't stand him. Such a douche. Take his douche nozzle on the grid, Baron says. Absolute facts, bro. I can't. And then every time they do a freaking broadcast the last 3 years, he's over there on his freaking knees, man. And then the broadcasters are just feeding into his ego. Just, I can't stand him. I can't stand McLaren. I want to see McLaren not freaking start one race this year. I hope they just never get on the grid. Fuck McLaren. Alex Pou's already opened up a 5.7, 5.9 second gap over Ericsson, dude. Palou's here, man. Hello, Palou.
Alex Palou stays out for one more lap.
Ericsson pitted. The undercut engaged. They can't fuck this pit stop up.
A fantastic race. There was a slight issue on the previous stop. Going to the hard tire. That one will look textbook.
I don't think that looked perfect at all, James.
No, that was slow as hell.
Got to see it again. I see a wheel
there's a delay. Big delay on Kirkwood.
Oh my God. Andretti is fucking this up so bad. They've got the best car in the field, and they cannot execute a pit stop to save their lives. Whether we're a wheel issue, slow stops, not being aware of cars pitting around them and getting stuck on pit road. Like, what are we doing? What are we doing?
You'll wait for Kirkwood to launch here.
Right rail.
Yeah, watch the left.
Can't get the right rear. Like, what are we doing? What are we doing with Andretti?
Watch the left rear spit this thing into the pit wall.
This has been the Andretti MO
Gonna come off like a
for the last 5 freaking years.
That's a shin, yeah, right there.
Scott McLaughlin hunting down pole sitter Marcus Ericsson.
Scotty Mack. Ericsson on the cold tires.
McLaughlin on the soft moves one way. Looks one way, looks the other. Sweeping through the backstretch, past lows, into the braking zone. Ericsson.
Here we go. Can we get the up and under by McLaughlin?
Will keep the number 3
nope.
him, but only for now.
Forget Ferrari tactics. We now have Andretti tactics. Dude, factoids, bro. Factoids. No, what was funny was watching the F1 pre-race this morning for the race. And one of the announcers said something to the effect of, if Ferrari's going to win this, it's going to be with strategy. And I instantly face palmed. Like, and then I sent the meme. I should have put it on the Discord. I completely spaced. I was too tired. But the meme where everybody does the face palm and it just like zooms into everybody else doing the face palm. It's like, dude, Ferrari can't strategize themselves out of a paper bag, dude. Like, Ferrari's the type of strategy that would go to Walmart to get milk and then they would leave with like orange juice. You know, like, what are we doing? Yeah, Andretti tactics for real. This has been Andretti MO for years now, though. They've always struggled on pit road. I mean, how many times did we see Herta over the last 4 or 5 years in a winning race car, qualify up front, and then they threw it away on the first pit cycle? It's like,
will also be on the faster rubber. This is Palou.
Oh, Palou had a little bit of issues.
Pato has to lift off in order to make his box.
See, that's how you execute. Palou just gassed up and went.
Recognizing the unfortunate timing and giving up just a few tenths of a second on his pit in.
They're not beating Palou today. Like, Ferrari win with start. That's a good joke. Oh, with strategy was a good joke. That's a great joke, dude. It was actually comical how she said that with a straight face. I was like, are you fucking kidding me? Have you not watched a Formula 1 race in the last decade? Like, Ferrari can't strategize anything.
Turn after turn.
Like, Ferrari would lose a game of tic-tac-toe where they got to do the first 2 turns. Like,
has been there.
They have no strategy.
At the races that defined the sport, on the roads that brought us home, through the miles that made legends. So whether they're conquering the competition or you're conquering your daily drive, with Firestone, you can do it with confidence. Firestone, for dependability at every turn.
Well, we're on lap 30 of 70. We have 41 laps to go. Rosenquist, Power, Rossi continuing their strategy of the long stints. Palou is currently in 5th, your relative leader. I'm not sure what the gap is to Ericsson, but it was 5.9 before pit stops. I'm sure it's more than that now, because that Ericsson pit stop was slow. I can't believe this, man.
A&M University stands to lead.
All right, get you guys votes in on the poll. I'm going to close it at the halfway point of the race. That's 6 laps from now. So get those votes in. Who do you guys think wins?
The nation and beyond.
And Dixon's on Dixon's strategy. I don't even know what to call that strategy. I'm just going to start calling Dixon strategy the Dixon strategy. Because he's always on some random shit, man. Here he is battling with Stingray Rob. Or what is it? Stingray Stalin.
When we stand together, we are a powerful force. A force for good.
To Haggerty, it's obvious. One of these cars
I beat these commercials.
is not.
Oh. Oh, goodness gracious, man. This 2.5, 3 hours of sleep thing ain't no joke, dog. I'm tired. Oh, that's all right. We're doubleheader with watch parties today. Should be fun. Then when it's done and over with, I'm going to crash out, man. Get some sleep. I was going to get that 60-second Chinese Grand Prix clip done this morning, but I slept as long as I could before I got up to watch the Indy NXT race. I'll get it out here probably after this. I'll get this one and the F1 race 60-second clips. I'll get those put on the YouTube channel for the second watch party. That's my goal. See if we can get it done. Working late last night into the early morning. I was about to say screw it, just watch the F1 race later after the fact, but I couldn't help myself. I had to watch it.
Now, America's 250th birthday presents a great time to support American ranchers. Here in Arlington, our friends at Good Ranchers are cooking up.
See how long Power and Rosenquist go on this set of tires here. I think they're only 9 laps on the set so far, so they could probably go another 15, 20 laps. I'm about to go to a night shift in 3 hours. Rip, dude. Rip. Yeah, you probably stayed up to watch the F1 race too. That's alright. Thankfully, it's a monitoring job at a desk, so I can watch racing and sports there. Hell yeah, dude. Those are the best jobs. Mine just consists of me in my car all day, so like, I just drive around. So. I usually just throw on. I usually throw on like race podcasts.
Well, it's quite a recovery. Remember, he got punted at the beginning all the way to the back. He's been turning fast laps.
That's what I did yesterday. I watched IndyCar practice and qualifying while I was working, like listening to it more for sake than driving. But had it on.
He had 3 sets of new softs, so all he wants to use
watched the O'Reilly's race yesterday too. That was a good race. I enjoyed that.
About this all the time is rubber getting laid down. It is a brand new street circuit. The concrete was diamond cut before this event. What that means is as the cars run and more Firestone rubber is filling in those.
No, I slept in, watched F1 on demand. Yes, that's what I should have did, man. I couldn't help myself though. But I got off work just like 30 minutes before race start, and I was like, I probably should just go to bed. Because I got this watch party here this morning, you know. I was like, I get about 6 hours sleep. That'd be good. No, didn't do it. Stayed up, watched the whole F1 race. Then Kimi Antonelli won, and so I was like, I gotta watch the post-race show now. Gotta watch it. Super intriguing to me. So, yeah. Then I went to bed at like 4 a.m., maybe 4:30, and then I woke up at 7. So.
I don't know if that's an engine change.
Because I wanted to see the Indy NXT race. I wanted to see what the track was all about before I watched the IndyCar race. So I had at least a little bit of tampered expectations on what to get out of this race. But I've enjoyed this race so far. It's been pretty entertaining. The Indy NXT race, though, banger. If you missed that, Baron, go back and watch the highlights of that. That was a banger race, dude. Absolute banger. Indy NXT is legit.
In third, started today's race in 18th, and his firing his way through the field. Currently sits 6th. Great race so far for Christian Lundgaard.
Yeah, Lundgaard. Even after the spin, early.
Leading this race by almost a second from Will Power. I feel like we've not talked about him enough in the MSR. We're right on board with him now, looking back to the car of Will Power, courtesy of Sirius XM. The Texas A&M colors on his car this weekend. Felix Rosenquist and MSR both hoping for a breakout year this year. After what was
Will Power is pretty quick, man. He's running Rosenquist down.
Rosenquist, though, still has to run the soft tires again. So that's going to be big. Will Power has already satisfied with this run the soft tire requirement. So in terms of how this breaks down, the cars that have stopped twice and have gotten off the softs,
Closing in the halfway point.
Ericsson, then Kirkwood.
And I think Will Power and Rosenquist are going to go a lot longer on this stint. Junior formulas are always fun to watch. Dude, all racing's really kind of fun to watch. I'm not going to lie. I fucking love it all, dude. Like, I'm excited because next we've got some freaking Mazda MX-5 Cup, dude, at Sebring. It's going to be wild, dude. I'm so excited. 12 hours Sebring, dude. It's one of my favorite races of the year, dude. That race is such a banger every single year. Sebring is such an underrated track. I miss the old super sports car weekend at Sebring, where they used to run the World Endurance Championship and the IMSA Championship at the same time in the same race. It was like a preview to Le Mans every year, kind of, because you had the international and the American flavor at the same time. But they don't do that anymore, unfortunately. Instead of going to like Qatar or like Saudi Arabia and all these foreign, or these oil company countries, I mean, they should just run Sebring instead. Just change the calendar.
Jumping Kirkwood, they're looking to put 17 seconds on Kyle Kirkwood before their next stop. Rosenquist to Kirkwood sits at 16.5 right now.
12-hour Sebring, hell yeah, dude! I love sports car racing, man. I mean, I think honestly, personally, I think sports car racing is my favorite racing in the world. I love sports car racing, like absolute diehard sports car racing fan.
But you want to keep your driver positive.
It's my absolute favorite.
Got Will Power hunting him down on board the TWG.
I just enjoy the endurance racing, man. It's so much fun.
Giving you a good
Almost marshmallow during 2020,
like
but there was a
guys, a fairly
go-off
race
happen.
So far today. We've not seen really anything of him, but Alexander Rossi sitting third.
At Sebring? Are you talking about Sebring?
He is infused and confident and super happy with ECR where they're going. Says they're going to have some big upgrades coming to this car. Real development for the street races moving.
Oh goodness! I'm gonna have to get some water here in a little bit. I forgot to fill up my water bottle before I started stream.
That team should be looking even better than it is. Rossi sitting third and really doing a great job right now.
It's drinking water and them lip pillows keeping me awake right now. The only problem is that you do the watch party for the cup race later. And you already know that race could be a 4-hour race, dude. I'm gonna be passed out in this chair live on cam, dog. It's bad. Oh man, that's gonna really test my awakeness level. But I don't know. This is just like a typical for me, anyway. Cause like for the 24 hours of Daytona this year, I only slept for like an hour and a half. I think every year I watch at least 22 hours of that race, like the Le Mans or the Rolex 24.
It has been, sadly,
I love sports car racing. That's my favorite. That's the shit. I'm disappointed that the opening round of the World Endurance Championship got delayed.
And this was the plan all along.
As we got a pit stop by Rosenquist. Yeah, I got my flag, instructions, and paperwork via email and everything. The pandemic happened, never got around to going again. Oh, that sucks, man. That pandemic really fucked a lot of things up, dude.
It's a three-stopper for Rosenquist. It's a clean stop. Really nice stop for Felix Rosenquist, who comes out behind those gaggle of cars and will place himself behind.
Now I'd like to go to Sebring. There was somebody in here from Florida in the chat earlier. I have to go back and see.
Power leads the race.
Lincoln on the name. Oh, hockey. I wonder if he's over there in that area. Florida's got a lot of great tracks. Obviously, you got St. Petersburg every year. Sebring. Homestead is an awesome track, whether they run the road or oval.
All it took was
Daytona. That's where all the good racing is. GT and sports cars is the best racing. Facts. 1000% facts. I hope when Max says fuck F1 and leaves, I hope he goes straight to Hypercar and goes and wins them all, dude. And then if he could do that, man, then we got to talk him into coming to IndyCar. I would love to see Max Verstappen versus Palou in IndyCar. That'd be so badass.
Hello? Whoa. Mama Gurgan 85 lives here? Yep. That's my
Max
mom.
Verstappen came to
The
IndyCar.
absolute legend who went from gaming
He'd be able to
life
run
to
all the
ruthless online
IMSA races
player
that he
with no
wants.
mercy for any living
So he could
thing
go run
is your
GT3s, he could run
mom?
Hypercars,
Hey,
he could run it
guys.
all, dude.
Apples with peanut butter?
Because a lot of the
How is
IndyCar
this
drivers run
possible?
with canyon races
wireless and home
with
internet.
IMSA. Like, you're going to see a bunch of You saw a bunch of Daytona, you'll see some in Indianapolis, you'll see some
No, she's so nice.
throughout the entire season of the Motul Petit Le
We wanted
Mans.
to make foods using unique ingredients, things like kelp.
With his F1 calendar, he'll never be able to do all that kind of stuff.
Products to anyone around the world.
It was like twisting arms and legs just to get him in a GT3 car at Nürburgring last year.
From the #1 rated brand in cordless outdoor power, the Ego 22-inch aluminum deck
I have
mower,
marsh buddies
the
to
most
stand for that
powerful mower in its
basically
class,
everywhere.
producing the
That
perfect
Coda,
razor-sharp
Sebring,
cut.
Road Atlanta, Bathurst.
Find an Ego
Dude, that would be
retailer
the
near
dream,
you.
dude. That'd be the dream.
The Fox Nation Spring Sale, a time for new
I gotta get to
beginnings
Bathurst
and
one of these
new
years so
journeys.
bad, dude. I want to go watch 12 hours of Bathurst so freaking bad.
With big matches every
That's one of my
month.
favorite
Let's
races
go,
of the year. I
baby. The Fox
freaking love
Nation Spring
Bathurst.
Sale. Sign up today for just $2.99 a month.
Road Atlanta's good too.
Welcome to Bill's Heating.
That's near where Tom lives. He lives near
A few
Road
things that
Atlanta.
set us apart here.
I think he went there a
We
couple years
have
ago. He
lowest
took his
price
son with him,
guarantee.
and they
We
went and
offer free
watched
second opinions. And we
Motul or
have
went there for one of the Motul practices or something like
taking
that.
notes. Let's see what you got. Oh my God, that's hey guys.
I still think the best track in America though is Road America.
The Treasure Valley's
It ain't even
HVAC
close.
experts.
Not even close.
Style or substance.
It's kind of out in the middle of nowhere in
became one
Wisconsin.
Or the other. But there is
But it's an amazing
another
track.
choice. Not stopping until you have everything.
Me and Tom have been saying forever that they need to do a 24-hour race at Road America. Call it the 24 Hours of America. But they need to put lights in there first.
That's
I only did one event abroad once. Went to BTC in Snetterton. It's also a great race. That's a great track too, man.
Well, guys, my good friend
That's a fun
Tom
track
Brady
on
is
iRace.
back on the field
Really fun
for the
track on
Fanatics
iRace.
Flag Football Classic on Fox. It's a star-studded 3-team round-robin tournament featuring the best in the game. Saturday at 4 p.m. Eastern, only on Fox. Why do you guys laugh when I say my friend Tom Brady? We've talked twice. How many people can say that?
Will Power leads from Alex Palou to the tune of nearly 6 seconds. Christian Lundgaard is third. Louis Fox
Power still hasn't pitted yet.
job in fourth. Then Carl Kirkwood, who has got ahead of his teammate Marcus Ericsson.
I'm curious to see how the strategy for Will Power is going to work out, dude.
We ride on board with Will Power.
Because he is completely bluffed in his pre-race interview on what his strategy was going to be.
A few laps, absolutely flying now that he's on those hard tires. And here's a replay of how he took 5th place from his teammate Ericsson on the rev limiter, on the button down.
Whoa, Kirkwood!
Townsend on the brakes into 10.
Listen, Ericsson was doing 190. Kirkwood
God, this track is so wide, man. This is like the perfect street course, man.
the speed trap, and Kirkwood's
I am a huge fan of this track.
to Alex Palou, who sits
I was a little skeptical coming in, but I think this track is freaking dynamite, dude.
Using deployment, using push to pass, using the toe, using the tailwinds, no lifting on the straight until he hit.
If you're going to design a street course, this is how you design one.
And guys, we talk all the time about Alex
How you
Palou
designed
being able
Arlington.
to use these hard tires.
Obviously, you can't go redesign Long Beach, you know, because that's like a historic track. But, dude, England had a ton of those old World War II airfields, and they converted to racetracks. The restaurant is similar to this build in an old hangar. Yeah, that was the kind of the upside there. A lot of those tracks, yeah, came off of like old runways and airways. And a lot of those tracks are so good and so badass that even in America they started doing some of that stuff, dude. Like they ran a race in like the Cleveland airport one time in IndyCar back in like the 90s. Yeah, those a lot of those historic tracks down like in England and in like in Europe specifically. I mean, a lot of those are super sick tracks. Oh, we got Mix around. It's in a bad spot. That's gonna bring out a yellow. Nope, he's gonna get it around.
That I think is right in front of our commentary position.
Wow, he did get it going.
That's our commentary booth right there. Mick Schumacher spinning.
That would have been interesting if he had a yellow right there.
Having a difficult weekend of it, Mick
I think Kirkwood might have a car to contend for this win, boys. Oh, I need to close the poll. All right, I'm closing the poll, everybody. We're at the halfway point of the race. We're past it, actually. Kind of let that go a little too long, but that's all right.
It's the second time that Schumacher's had contact.
Oh! Contact with Newgarden.
When he spun him around there, that led to a drive-through penalty. It looks like Newgarden's car is okay, though.
And second time Newgarden's had contact on the blend. First time with his teammate David Malukas. He was the one that ended up.
Got 31 laps to go. Will Power still not pitting. He went 22 laps on the first stint. I'm surprised they haven't brought him in to get him on them hard tires now. Because those soft tires are just gone.
But Kirkwood on the hard has been mesmerizing this weekend.
He has.
Absolutely rapid.
Remember last time he made a pass on Ericsson, It was a few corners later down the long back straightaway. So I think
Really, your 3 championship favorites, in my opinion, are running 2nd through 3rd. Or, well, basically relative 1 through 3. Lundgaard, Kirkwood, Palou. Kirkwood's going to try and get by Lundgaard here.
It's not an engine issue, though. It was simply
Kirkwood might have the fast car on track. Lap times are showing it. Can he get the move done to the outside? Side by side, wheel to wheel with Lundgaard. And Kirkwood's going to get him. Kirkwood putting on a show. Have yourself a day, young man. Let's go. Oh, what a race by Kirkwood, man. If there's going to be a shining light out of this weekend out of Andretti, it might just be Kyle Kirkwood, dude.
Guys, I'm really impressed by what Kyle Kirkwood's doing right now, but I've also got eyes on his teammate Will Power, who's leading this race. The way I'm thinking it, he's going to be the guy who's trying to pull off this 2-stopper. If he can get to around lap 45, 6, 7, you could throw on a set of the Firestone hards and run it to the end. Palou still has to pit. Kirkwood still has to pit again.
Wow, Will Power pulling off the 2-stop strategy that might actually net him a chance at a victory.
Power would have to do another 12 laps. I need to do it one more stop. What's the gap to our strategy? We're not sure. He could do another 12 laps to do it one more stop on these reds, but we'll see.
I don't know how old that radio is, though. I don't think it's 12 laps from now.
No, it's not.
Kevin talked about fuel range, talked about 46 to be the go-home lap. But, Kevin, I'm thinking really you're going to want to pit around 48 to 50 to make sure that you've got fuel to run max speed home.
You'd love to, but I don't think that's possible from what we've seen so far. I do know this. At lap 36, Power was told 10 more laps. I believe
I only visited 2 sports car races, LMS at Spa in 2025. Terrible weather. Oh, that's Spa. It's hit and miss. It seems like all the time there. And the World Dirt Championship at Nürburgring 2017. Fantastic spectator sport. You can just go do a tour of the track when the 6-hour race is on. Yeah, dude. That's the best part about sports car racing is the fan access is world class. Like at Daytona when they run the Rolex, you buy an infield ticket, it gives you access to the garage, the pit lane, everything. Like you can walk the whole interior of Daytona and watch that race. The same if you go to like Motul Petit Le Mans, they'll let just normal fans onto the grid right before the race. And, like you go just hang out, and that's just a grandstand ticket.
Your own cars.
Or a general admission ticket.
Offers quality auto
pretty
tools
crazy.
To meet your every need.
Yeah, sports car racing is the
rapid pump jacks.
Is the leading force on fan interaction. I think that's why it's becoming so popular.
Whatever you do it for less. Harbor Freight.
And also, I think them putting the Rolex 24 intro to the F1 movie, I think that helped out a lot
Wake up,
too.
you spray tan troll.
Because there's a lot of F1 fans that don't watch sports car racing that watch it.
Okay,
You know?
kills the deal. I guess that whole beauty sleep
This is a
thing
ton of
a myth.
GT races at Zandvoort, GTWC.
You look great for a
costs like
corpse.
$25 all access. Yeah, dude, that's what I'm saying.
Oh boy,
Yeah,
I need something in me.
IMSA
You
tickets
mean
are
the
cheap.
side slip filler?
Cheap.
Okay, that was
I was looking
actually
at
pretty
tickets
good.
last year,
I found
or
that
was it
fancy
2 years ago? I
restaurant
wanted to
you
go to
left
the
at
Battle of the
table.
Bricks at Indianapolis for the
Where
6-hour race there.
You, right?
And
Good thing you're too lazy. You know
the
me
tickets
well.
were cheap, man. I think it was like
I know the way
40
this all
bucks for
fits.
a weekend pass. 50
We're
bucks.
watching, Gary.
Like, that's cheap.
They're right. We need
And you're getting like,
I thought they only made
what, 4
4
races
liners
in
and
one
cargo
weekend?
liners.
'Cause you're getting the VP challenge, you're getting the Mazda Cup, you're getting the Pilot Challenge, and the WeatherTech Sports Car
I
Championship.
just ordered WeatherTech's newest products. Ta-da!
Hitch Basket makes for easy loading of heavy and bulky gear and increased storage capacity with a roof.
No, I love IMSA, man. IMSA World Endurance Championship, both great. I mean, even all the GT3 categories, like Super
The most
GT.
awarded container moving
Like,
company.
I love
Pods
all of
brings
it,
the
man.
container to you. Then we'll take it to your new home or store it at a secure pod.
I think
storage center.
more
And
I mostly like the multi-class stuff the most, but I do like just like the normal GT3
What did we
like
do with our
GT4
hand
racing
smash
too.
burger made to order with Angus beef? We made an
Like World Dirt Championship with the grandstand spot. In turn 1 was about 38. Yeah, it's super cheap, man. That's my goal. I want to go to the 6 hours spa one year. That's another race I want to go to. 6 hours of spa, and I want to go to the bathroom. 12 hour. Those are like my top 2 bucket list races. Indy 500's up there as well. I haven't been there yet to watch a race. I've been to the track, but I just haven't been there to watch a race.
One-of-a-kind coffee experience you won't find with other brands.
And if I do Indy, I want to do the Indy 500.
At home,
I mean,
at work, or
an
on the
IMSA
go.
race there would be a badass
Java
too,
House,
but I would love to do
brewed,
the Indy 500.
Amazingly smooth.
Okay, now that you've bundled your boat and RV with your home and auto, you're ready to hit the open.
But I definitely want to go to Spa. And if I go to Spa, I don't want to go for an F1 race. I want to go for the World Dirt Championship. Oh, this is the 6 hour race.
You could just go where the road
Also want to do Le
takes
Mans.
Nothing but smooth.
That'd be fun.
Don't
Fun
throw
as
the
hell.
baby with the bathwater.
Jamie.
Le Mans, I heard, is like French Talladega.
Looks like we're in ship shape. Yar, shiver me timbers.
That's an impression of a pirate.
Boat.
6 hours Spa, you have to bring sunscreen, umbrella, raincoat, and shorts. Yeah, you got to bring for all weathers. Yeah, you got to bring a parka. You got to bring everything. Yeah. That's the thing with Spa, dude. You never know what kind of weather you're going to get. Every time I watch a race there, it's different weather conditions. I think that's what that makes that track so intriguing, though. Because you just never know what you're going to get.
Kirkwood is flying right now. Listen.
Okay, your pace is good. You're doing exactly what we need to do.
Willpower holding up Palou right now.
And then we're going to have to race Palou for the win.
So that is where it stands for
Kirkwood needs power to be the ultimate teammate here and hold Palou up as long as he possibly can.
To start this race, his very first pole turned the fastest.
Been a Spa F1 multiple times. The sucky thing is F1 is the waiting between sessions. Yeah, that is something that
But he's also
sucks.
got to hit a fuel number. There's lots going on behind the wheels and the cockpits of these race cars. And right now, you've got Ericsson was actually the fastest.
Wow, Kirkwood is flying. He's got it under 6 seconds now, dude. He was at one point like 10 seconds back.
With that race car, not a lot of chatter going on between him and Barry Wanzer, but he's happy with the car. And really, right now, they're just talking about the gap between him and Kirkwood. But they're good on tires right now. They're good on fuel, and they're running the race they want to.
If Will Power can somehow take this win, if the positions stay as they are today, Power, Palou, Kirkwood. Kirkwood leaves this race as our new championship leader. There are 25 laps to go. This is not over yet.
Not by a long shot, Will, and you know he's up there running strong in the championship on the basis of he's.
We're gonna have a good finish, guys. If Power strategy plays out the way it's looking, if he could stay ahead of Palou here, it's gonna be a 3-horse race for the win.
Got Power's number just based on the way Power's two-stop strategy is playing out. So as you heard Brian Hurtis say on the radio, we're racing Palou, and right now, last lap, he was 0.3 of a second quicker. He is chipping away at it, but it's still over 5 seconds.
And you got to keep championship in mind. Only 3 races in the season, but even as Kyle Kirkwood runs right now in third, he would come out of here leading the IndyCar championship. Huge for the young American.
It's 5.5 seconds between Kirkwood and Power.
That was my pick in the offseason for the IndyCar championship. I picked Kirkwood.
And that gap sits at just under 4.
We're gonna see if it happens.
Seconds now between Kirkwood and Palou. He is
Kirkwood's a superstar, man.
Lap after lap.
Kirkwood.
Remains the fastest driver on track.
However, Alex Palou is in dirty air from Will Power right now, so we don't know the outright pure pace. Meanwhile, this guy, Kyle Kirkwood, those IndyCar wings are getting pure, clean, Jerry World wind coming across.
Jerry World wind. Why are you gonna keep just pumping up that guy's ego?
Solid right now. Guys, let's take a look at the Power Performance sponsored by Harbor Freight. And it's Kyle Kirkwood. Currently sits third, but it's
God, he is
that he's
flying,
showing
dude.
on these hard tires. The performance to pull back that gap, to cut it down, lap after lap, corner by corner, to the reigning champion Alex Palou.
Currently third, his fastest lap you saw there. That's the third fastest lap of the race right now, and we're hearing that he's had one of the highest top speeds that we've seen
Dude,
today.
Kirkwood is flying. Got down to 5.3 seconds, dude.
83 miles miles an hour down the streets here in Arlington.
That's impressive. I'm equally impressed with Will Power, guys. To hang on to the soft tire this long, I didn't think it would be possible. Power using all those 20-plus years of IndyCar experience to figure out how to make the tire work where nobody else, frankly, has.
Power still leads Palou.
Under 5 seconds now between Kirkwood and Palou. Power still on these soft tires, man. This is a hell of a race, boys. We're going to have one hell of a finish.
11th. Dennis Hauger is 12th. Wonderful run from those two drivers.
Pit. You heard the call.
Oh, boy. It's a long
All right.
to get home.
Here we go. Power going to make his final pit stop here. 25 laps to go.
15-second advantage on push to pass in Palou's favor. That could come into play later in this race. But as you see, your leader, Kevin.
Oh, yeah. Here we go.
Final stop, Shell, fuel, Firestones.
That's going to hand the lead back over to Palou. They've got to have a good pit stop. Don't Andretti it. That was decent. Wasn't extremely fast, but it was decent.
Clean stop from the 26 crew when it counted this time. Let's see where he ends up blending out onto the racetrack.
Palou Award right there, but Palou Award is still going to make another stop. So if you're Will Power, you don't have to challenge.
Yeah, don't challenge at all. Get your tires warm.
You also don't want to lose too much time behind a car on old tires. That's holding you back.
Much overtake as you want here.
Use the overtake as you want is the call. Palou takes over the lead of this race, but Kirkwood has cut the gap down to 4 seconds.
All right, I'm going to mute this for the commercials. As typical. Nobody wants to hear all the car commercials and all the pharmaceutical commercials that we get every damn week. Wow, Kirkwood's got it down to 3.8 to Palou, man. Kirkwood is on a mission. Whoa! Will Power with a ton of wheel. Was that? No, that's Rasmussen. Is it? No, that is Will Power. What the hell happened there? Is this car not liking the hard tires? He's getting challenged by Malukas here, and he should be pretty close to up to temp on them tires now. It is Will Power. What the hell is going on there? That was some massive wheel spin. If Will Power's going to win this race, this is important right here. He's got to get some speed in that car. He's got to put down some heaters. Is he still holding on? Malukas now. It looks like he might be getting the pace back in that car now. I don't know what happened there for that duration of that lap. That was wild. Kyle Kirkwood's got down to 3.6 seconds to Palou. Absolutely flying right now. Man on a mission, dude. Hunting down Palou. I'm not saying Kirkwood's going to win this race, but he's going to make it interesting, dude. He's going to give him a run for his money. That's if they can survive this final pit stop, dude. Andretti just can't pull Andretti tactics, as Barrett says. Can't fuck this up. Ericsson on pit lane. The final stop of the day. The sequence begins. Ericsson going for the undercut. God, what a miserable pit sequences they've had today on Ericsson, man. Imagine where Kirkwood would be if he didn't have that freaking tire being loose, dude. That wheel. He lost probably 7 seconds off that exchange alone. And he's only 3.1 behind Palou. Imagine where he'd be right now. He'd be in the lead. He'd be kicking everybody's ass. All right, let me unmute it. We're back to the race.
Need to worry. Not today, because Kyle Kirkwood is cutting the gap back when we left you, it was around 4.5 seconds. It's now 3 seconds. Kirkwood is coming, and he's coming for Alex Palou.
He's coming to Alex Palou. Giggity. All the giggities right there, as Tom would say. All the giggities.
On a street circuit, if there's a crash and a full course caution comes out, they'll be trapped. It'll be Marcus Ericsson to the front. So a little risky for these two guys, but it's so hard to pull your drivers in, James, when they're so fast on light fuel and still on the hard compound tire. You want them to make that pace.
And the other thing it sort of does is split the strategies a little bit. It did look like Kirkwood had pace over Ericsson, so this is a bit of a roll of the dice, but it does cover the team should a yellow come out right now.
Let's look at lap times this lap. Kirkwood, the gap, 2.8 seconds. Palou is in.
Here comes Palou. Here comes Kirkwood. The leaders are in.
They are going to make no changes to that 10 car per Barry Wanzer. They're going to put on another set of the
It's all about execution right here.
100% renewable fuel all the way to the brim, and this one's going to take him to
Great stop for Palou.
Kyle Kirkwood has put that hard black tire on.
Another slow stop. Andretti. What are we doing? Oh my God! You're throwing the race.
Traffic right here.
Gets out ahead of Malukas, but only just.
Malukas still has to make his final stop. Kirkwood on cold tires.
And they both net out in front of Will Power.
Malukas on the warmer tire, trying to go round the outside. Galling, absolutely galling for Kyle Kirkwood.
Kirkwood's got to hold Malukas off here, dude. This is crucial.
Cold tires versus hot tires. Full fuel versus light fuel. Look at the marble buildup. The spent rubber on the outside of turn 6 there. You drop a wheel into that, you're in the wall in no time.
Kyle Kirkwood must be thinking, I just need to get tire temp. I know I'm maybe a 10th faster average or 2 than Alex Palou. Great job on the recovery here from Kyle Kirkwood. No mistakes.
I can't believe Andretti, man. Their pit stop's been freaking garbage today.
There is your race leader, Alex Palou.
And they're still somehow in a position to win. Well, dude. Oh, Will Power. He kissed it. No, he kissed it. I think he kissed it. That's in turn 14. Oh, man.
Wow, that could very well have been the loss of the last podium spot there for Power. Malukas just able to keep it clean, put him under pressure. Just the slightest lock, slightest run wide, that's all he needed.
So
Malukas pits, so our top 3 are all within 3 seconds of each other.
Fantastic job to minimize
4 seconds.
And go after Palou. That gap still 2 seconds. Great job.
Despite that slow stop, Kirkwood has cut that gap down. It's now under 2 seconds.
Did you hear what Brian Hurd
I did.
said? He gave a rear wing setting report to Kyle Kirkwood for Alex Palou. I think he said hole 6.
He said hole 6. That's high. That's high. I'm telling you right now, I guarantee you Kyle Kirkwood has a lower wing setting in the back. He is on the hunt.
That's going to give him more straight line speed. 192 he's done.
All right, mute this. Oh, we're in a commercial. Kirkwood is closing that gap, dude. He's got it under 2 seconds now. Baron says, what the fuck are these guys smoking, man? Yeah, dude. Oh, man. I'll be right back. I gotta get some water, dude. I need some water. I'll be back. I don't know, man. If you think this is bad, Baron, I think that F1 broadcast last night on Apple TV, man, those broadcasters were terrible. They spent the last 30 laps of that race saying the same thing every 5 laps. Kimi Antonelli is going to be the first Italian to win since 2006. They said it like 10 times in the last 30 laps. And then when he crossed the line, he said it again. And then they kept saying other things like, oh, this would be the second youngest rookie. Oh, he's the youngest or second youngest winner in F1 history. The youngest pole sitter in F1 history. They said that shit like 10, 15 times as well. I'm like, guys, we get the point. Quit talking about the same thing over and over and over again. Just beating it into my head, dude. Like, come on. And there was like other things they could have been talking about. Like there was other battles on the track and they just didn't give a shit. I'm like, come on, man. You're giving that Foxisms, man. NASCAR on Fox. All the leaders talk about the same bullshit the whole time. I don't know. I enjoyed the race. I thought that F1 race was really good. I mean, was it the best race of all time? Hell no, not even close. But was it a bad race? Not by any means. That Ferrari battle with Hamilton and Leclerc was incredible. Absolutely incredible that they didn't wreck each other. Absolutely incredible. And by God, did they try? Did they freaking try? I think the NASCAR race starts in like 2 hours. F1 TV commentators are so much better than everyone else. David Coulthard alone is great. I don't like Crofty at all. I don't like him. At first I did, but the whole McLaren freaking knee jobs that they were given, man. Just last year, just frustrating.
Today at 4 Eastern, only on FS1. Meanwhile,
18 to go. Kirkwood's got it down to a second.
Within a second of Alex Palou. It's an Andretti 2, 3, 4, and all of that, guys. Despite the fact that everything on pit lane today has not been ideal for.
No, it's been abysmal pit road. Like abysmal. Every mistake you could make in this pit, they've done today between the three cars.
About even on push to pass. There's just the last stop alone. Total time lost. You can see down here. About a second and a half. The first one even more egregious.
Yeah, let's go back.
Yeah, if Kirkwood didn't have any issues on pit road, he would be gone. This race wouldn't even be a question.
Change for Kyle Kirkwood was, I don't know what's going on here with the gun. The wheel nut comes off again. An absolute just yard sale on pit lane.
They gotta overhaul this Andretti team. I mean, the left tire changer's sitting on the wall with his hands up. Like, what are we doing, guys? They need to just can that whole freaking crew, man, and restart. If anybody needs a job, I think Andretti's going to be hiring pit crew members come tomorrow morning. Get your applications in, ladies and gentlemen. This is pathetic.
And here's something that's very important, guys. That's the push to pass remaining up on the pylon there. 63 for Palou, 60 for Kirkwood. So about dead even on that. And we are pretty sure Kirkwood's running less wing and has a higher top speed potential than Alex Palou. He's got the bit between his teeth.
Yeah, but he's got to get by Palou, the master. That is going to be a tactic all on its own. Crofty is Sky F1 commentary, thankfully F1 TV has Josh Palmer. Yeah, I like Julian Palmer, dude. I do like Julian Palmer. I mean, his F1 career wasn't that great, but he is a good broadcaster. It's kind of like James Hinchcliffe. Like, Hinchcliffe is a good broadcaster, but his F1 or his IndyCar career wasn't anything special. Same with Townsend Bell.
Whether it's a problem on pit lane or Kyle Kirkwood chewing up the best guy in the sport right now on pace, Brian Hurta-Jack is the guy you want on the radio to close things out. He's done it so many times.
Oh, Kirkwood is there. He's on that rear attenuator now.
What makes your driver so good on street circuits? It was the most simple answer I've ever heard. He has no weaknesses. James, what a wild, amazing thing and compliment to get as a driver.
I mean, yeah, it's about as good as it gets, isn't it, Jack? I mean, it's so impressive what these guys are doing right now. And now Kyle Kirkwood is just getting so close.
He's going to get him. I think he's going to get Palou. It's going to be hard to do, but I think he can do it. Kyle Kirkwood is a street course master, boys.
two-time champion.
And now we get to understand why he was so frustrated to miss out on pole. It was a timing error. Kirkwood made a mistake. He was the first to raise his hand. His car is on another level today, especially on these hard tires.
Through turn 9, half a second, the gap.
Oh, Palou's using push to pass. He's in the defensive mode now. He knows he's cooked.
Kirkwood to attack.
They both used, James, exactly the same amount of push to pass.
Kirkwood has a look, but it won't be this lap.
Oh, he right here. Oh, Kirkwood got a little squirrely, though.
Palou's mirrors full of Kirkwood. Will he have a look down into Ranger right?
Oh, he gave him a peek. They're both at 50 seconds of push to pass left.
But Kirkwood was so strong on the brakes coming into 14 on the lap before. Dare he have a
They're
look
both
down?
on push to pass again.
He does.
Kirkwood!
Right up the inside. That's instinctive from Kirkwood.
Said big crossover by Palou. Oh,
As he moves to defensive position. Late on the
yeah.
brakes. Last minute dive. That's
He did it.
for Kyle Kirkwood on the street.
I told you, turn 14 at the beginning of the watch party, boys. I said that is action corner, dude.
Been a big crash had Palou not left a gap.
Woo!
He was going for the move when he hit the
What a move!
Mid-break zone 8. I'm just going to roll off it, roll the dice here, because here's the thing. If you try to make it happen into turn 10, that's obvious. It's predictable. Palou
What a move, dude.
got it done.
Unreal.
I don't think Palou was entirely expecting it into turn 14. Let's take another look.
There's a Hail Mary in the shadows of Cowboy Stadium.
Kirkwood himself learned the history of that play just a few days ago.
Wow. And no pit stops to mess this up for the rest of the way. Just has to wheel her home.
The Hail Mary thrown. The lead taken. Kirkwood to the fore on the streets of Arlington.
All right, let's mute these commercials again.
We believe.
Wow, Kyle Kirkwood, dude. What a drive. What a drive. The team built him a good car. They just didn't provide him a pit crew for shit. Still made it happen, though. Unbelievable. Kyle Kirkwood's going to leave as your championship leader, boys. If he can hang on, I'm not going to jinx it yet. You still got to get 14 more laps completed here. What a drive, though. Holy cow. I say it all the time. He is the street course master, dude. He just proved it once again, man. What a drive. Great over. Dude, that was insane. Dude, turn 14, man. I said at the top, dude. I said turn 14 was going to be that corner that we were going to see some brave shit happen there. And by God, man. Max Taylor did it in the Indy NXT race. Made a move similar to what Kirkwood just did right there. And I was like, how? Like, that corner is so narrow. Like, the most narrow corner on the track is the one where everybody makes their overtakes. It's unbelievable. That was an insane overtake. I can't believe he made the move. I don't think he even planned on it, to be honest with you guys. Because it looked like he was going to try and follow him through that corner, but he had such a run down there that he kind of peeked to the inside to show his nose, and then he's like, I'm going to go for it. Like, that was like a last-minute decision, dude. Last second. Like, that was crazy. Good on him, though. Like, that was ballsy. Because that could have ended so poorly. They could have both been junked right there and out of the race. I think we got another 14 more laps, 13 laps, something like that left in this race. Kyle Kirkwood, man. What a drive, dude. Hats off to him, dude. Have himself a day. Unbelievable. That's why I love racing, dude. You never know what the hell's going to happen, dude. I thought this was Palou's race completely, especially after how Andretti had kept botching every pit stop. Kyle Kirkwood just said, hold my beer, ladies and gentlemen. Watch me go to work. He said he licked the stamp and sent it there to turn 14, man. That was unbelievable. All right, let's unmute this.
Him to make the move cleanly. Joey saw it a totally different way, and I think more in line with your thinking, which is if there's the guy up high and you have left that gap such that he can get his nose in there, you got to give the space.
I would agree, and I think that's just a difference in the way that the etiquette of the two series has worked throughout the years. And in NASCAR racing, you got to keep yourself going. You don't want to put yourself in the fence like that.
Check out the all-new Fox Sports digital show Speed with Harvick and Buxton, fueled by Poet. Subscribe to Speed on Fox on YouTube, the Fox Sports app, or wherever you get your podcasts. And I promise you, Kevin will actually make the effort to come into the studio next week. Kyle Kirkwood checking in and checking out.
Checking in and checking out, he
in the
says.
lead of this race now from Alex Palou. Will Power is third, 6 seconds the gap between himself and Alex Palou. It's 2 Andrettis in the podium places. Your 4-time champion sits second. As things stand right now, Kyle Kirkwood would lead this race with a 24-point advantage at the top of the IndyCar standings.
Something tells me this isn't over yet. I think Alex Palou has kind of stabilized some of the time loss here. He's not fallen back like he was. Look at the gap now. 1.8 it dropped to, now back to 2 seconds. Still a long way to go, James. 12 laps and track temp over 100 degrees, I believe, at this point. So you just never know how the tires are going to
Yeah, you can't never count Palou out.
Followed by Palou, and then Will Power looking awfully quick as well back there in third.
Yeah, it's a 1-3-4 for Andretti Global right now. Super strong. We kind of expect that in street courses, but they're making it work. And just looking further down that list, guys, I'm looking at Scott Dixon.
Oh, yeah.
Up there.
Wow, Dixon in 7th off of that strategy? Damn, bro. How does he do it? How do they do it every time? They play this out-of-the-box random home run strategy, like Hail Mary strategy. And it always pays off.
Sorry, I'm looking at his last pit. He actually will probably have to stop again without that yellow.
Oh, he's at 37. Yeah, he's already made.
Oh, never mind.
He's on a 4-stopper, James. You're absolutely right.
But that's gonna promote Scott McLaughlin, who's the other guy I wanted to highlight there, up into the top 10, right from the tail end of the field. He started shotgun on the field, 25th, with lots of tires in hand and had lots of moves. I mean, we caught up with him after he had picked up about 9 spots in the first stint and just kept chipping away.
Gosh, 14 positions in one day. Unbelievable from McLaughlin.
McLaughlin so far today. Scott Dixon up 13. The big loser of the day, Christian Rasmussen and Kiffin Simpson, the 2 drivers who have lost the most positions on track. Kirkwood incredibly up 6 places to lead this race, and what a job he has done. And guys, we had to talk, of course, about Andretti's difficulties on pit lane, but let's talk about the qualities of their 3 drivers to find themselves P1, P3, P4, despite all of those holdbacks on pit lane.
And on 2 different strategies. You know, you've got Kirkwood and Ericsson on the 3-stopper, Power rolled the dice on the 2. They made both work. That just shows how strong these cars were.
I'm contemplating whether I'm going to do the watch party for the Cup race or not, boys.
I just want to do one little highlight again. I'm always talking about that Rookie of the Year battle. Highest rookie right now, Kyle Collette for AJ.
We'll figure that out.
In the top 12 right now.
Once this race ends, I'll work on those
just on pure pace and performance.
shorts and then see how I feel.
Santino Ferrucci, who's down in 19th right now. That's a strong showing from the young Brazilian.
Yeah, we haven't seen much of him, but a great day from Kyle Collette. So strong in Indy Next last year.
I don't do this
Promise and potential
with
for the
lack
young
of
Brazilian,
sleep as
making
well
his
as I
IndyCar
used to when I was
debut
younger.
this year, a native of Sao Paulo,
I'll get too old for
Brazil.
this shit.
Lovely young man and incredibly rapid. Big things to come from him.
Kirkwood's able to seal this thing, finish it off. I mean, what a nice comeback from that mistake in qualifying. You know, he put his hand up. I think you said it earlier, Will. He said that would have been the easiest pole position of my life. That's how good this 27 car was. He misjudged how many laps of fuel were in the car. He pit a lap too early in qualifying, relegated down to 7th at the start.
And
but
how
he's
much of
making
that,
up for it now.
How much of that frustration led to the style of pass in the corner that he made it on Alex Palou? I mean, listen, there are way higher percentage areas to make a move with a dominant car than that final turn 14. I mean, I think a lot of that frustration was demonstrated in that moment. Kirkwood made it work, but it was
Rosenquist with another good run too, up in 7th.
If we are right in guessing based on Brian Herta's message to Kirkwood that he is running left.
Kyle Collette, P12. That's a great run for that rookie.
Where the flap is against the end fence. Less weight means less downforce. Less downforce means less stability and grip in the brake zones. Even with
On the surface, it appears Penske driver lineup is oval based, which is highly bizarre given Penske control in the series, and we have mostly road and street courses. That's Ben Penske's MO. I think the stat last week when Newgarden won at Phoenix last weekend is that his last 11 victories have come on ovals. I mean, that's just what Penske is now. They're an oval team. And Penske is, and then Ganassi is for road courses, and then Andretti is the street course kings, man. They've been that for the last 3 years. Led by Kirkwood, leading the race right now. He's been dominant on these street courses. And there's a lot more street courses on the schedule this year than there has been. You got St. Pete, Arlington. There's a new one in Markham in Canada. The Freedom 250. Long Beach. There's a lot of opportunity. Oh, Detroit. I didn't even mention that. A lot of street courses on the schedule. Kirkwood is a legitimate championship contender this year, for sure.
But guys, you saw at the end there, right as that move was completed, as Kirkwood faded across the track, the left front end fence of Palou's car hit that right rear tire. We saw this last week with another Andretti car that was leading the race, had that right rear tire cut down. Luckily, not enough contact for Kirkwood to have the same outcome.
We say he's been checking out. 3.6 seconds now the gap, Kirkwood to Palou.
Here's McLaughlin trying to challenge Rossi for 10th. Trying to get his 15th overtake of the race, guys. McLaughlin, sleeper. Sleeper race.
These two guys going at it. The Java House machine of Rossi.
Just did it quietly and calmly, man.
And Alexander Rossi.
What's the biggest difference between road and street courses? Well, the difference is with strategy. The tracks are usually narrower. Obviously, the tire graining's different because you're racing on actual like asphalt instead of a purpose-built course. You got bumps. You got mixed between concrete, asphalt. There's a lot of differences. And you got to be really precise. Like, you have to be precise on a road course as well. But on a street course, you got to be even more precise. It's so narrow, tight. You got different braking zones. You got to be way more precise with it. A lot more slower corners. I guess I didn't realize how different road and street courses approaches are because in NASCAR it's mostly the same. Kinda. It's different in NASCAR too.
Who is the real magician? Alex Palou or Scott?
There's 4 different types of tracks, right? Well, 5 if you count dirt. You got. Well, I mean, there's multiple types of ovals, but like, so how do I explain it? The difference between a road and a street course is a street course is more like a Martinsville and a road course is more like a Las Vegas. Like, they're both ovals, but they're different, right? That's kind of how road and street courses are. No runoffs, generally lower grip than road track. Exactly, way lower grip. And the mixed compounds too, because like you'll be running on transitions with paint. That's a big thing, keeping grip on paint. You also have the concrete. You got patches in the concrete. You've got asphalt, patches in asphalt. There's lots of different changes.
Together a proper championship run for really the first time in his career, and
I mean, in the sense in NASCAR, it's the same. Guys at the front in the road course and the street courses. Yeah, well, that usually typically goes that way. Best part about IndyCars, they run like multiple different tracks. They run speedways. They run the short ovals like Iowa and Phoenix. They run road courses. They run street courses. And they also run a roval in Indianapolis. So they run a mix of all kinds of different stuff in IndyCar. That's why I think IndyCar is like one of the best series because of the diversity of tracks they run on. That's what makes it so unique to like any other series. They run on everything.
Control has entered the equation in a beautiful way for Palou Award. That's what the best in the business do. That's what champions do.
And we talk about that if he finishes.
Oh yeah, painted road markers and rain are an iconic duo. Yeah, exactly. The painted road markers.
Behind Alex Palou.
especially in corners, dude. When you got the paint in the corners, dude, that's a big challenge. That changes your balance, and especially look at all the paint that's on this racetrack. I mean, there's so much of a challenge there. Being able to keep grip, different grip levels.
Questionably fast at every single step.
And I mean, the pace in the race has been good.
The skill set difference in open wheel on road versus street course is wider than in NASCAR. Yeah, way wider. I would say way wider.
Over Scott Dixon, you see that that gap continue to grow over Alex Palou. He's just got the bit between his teeth. He's running. He is out Palouing.
And certain teams, like in it, the best way to explain it is like certain teams know what their strengths and weaknesses are, right? So like Andretti specializes in street courses. That's kind of their forte. They've never been like that competitive on ovals. So what do you do like in NASCAR? There's certain teams that prepare for super speedways, like you see with Richard Childress in the O'Reilly series. Like, they're good on other tracks, but where do they specialize? They build the best super speedway cars they can, and they know that they've got, 6 of those a year, so those are their 6 best chances to win. Same with Andretti. I mean, they've got what, 7 street courses this year? They know those are their best chances to win, so that's they specialize in these street courses. They build setups specifically for these for these street courses. And plus, Kirkwood is running less wing, so he's got a little bit less downforce in the corners, but he opens up for straight line speed. It's a different philosophy than what Ganassi went, where they put more wing in the car for more downforce, a little bit less straight line speed. It's all different philosophy and setups, how you design your cars, which driver comfortable with what. And Kirkwood has found comfortability in street courses with the setups Andretti builds. Just like Penske. Penske is primarily focused on ovals. That's where there's 6 ovals a year, 7 ovals or whatever, and they're like, those are the races we're gonna win. And that's how you win the championship. That's why Palou's been so good over these last few years winning these championships, is he's been good on every type of track. Like, he's winning on all these tracks, but if he's not winning, he's always top 3, you know. And that's how you win these championships. Thing with Kirkwood over the last few years, the biggest concern has been ovals. He won an oval last year. He ran 2nd last week at Phoenix. He's starting to figure out the ovals a little bit. That's what's going to make him a championship contender this year. Especially with the amount of street courses, if he can win a bunch of these street course races and continue doing what he does on these ovals, he's going to be a championship contender for sure. And plus with street courses as well, there's not a lot of elevation change. That's another thing that sets the street and road courses apart. Like when you go to like Road America or Barber or Laguna Seca, you've got a ton of elevation changes. And that changes the way you do your ground effects on your race car. How you do the how you build the downforce into the car. In short, there is a lot more that is different about street versus road than there's in NASCAR. I did understand. Yeah. You are 100% on the right track there, Hockey. 100%. Lots of differences. And that's what makes it fun, man. That's what makes IndyCar great, because you never know what you're going to get race to race. And also another difference that I didn't even mention either is the tire compounds. They bring different tire compounds to road courses than they do to street courses. They usually bring a little bit harder of a tire to a street course because of the natural pavement of the track. It's gonna be way more abrasive. On road courses, they'll bring like pretty soft tires. So there's so it's like way you do your setups, tires, the surface itself, the tightness of the track. There's a lot of differences. Elevation. Thing that clears up. Things that clears that up a lot. He was on a similar series. Yeah, dude. That's what we're here to do, man. We're here to talk about racing. If you're just now getting into IndyCar, dude, you are now in the prime of IndyCar. Like, IndyCar right now is the highest level it has been in really since the merger, in my opinion. I think IndyCar is in such a great spot, dude.
insurance card. That is the one of
Like, it's so competitive now. Like, there's been years where it was not very competitive. Like, we had, like, God, 10 years ago, we only had, like, 15, 16 cars on the grid. And now we've got, like, 26, you know, 27. So it's like, IndyCar's at an all-time high. And the competitiveness of the series. Oh! Rasmussen's in the wall. That can end the race.
Has an issue. That's right at pit out, I believe.
I think it's just
Is he going to get that going?
Oh,
That's it. That's going to end the race.
Oh my goodness.
I don't know if we'll get a restart.
Guys, that's an easy
I dabbled a bit last year. I went to the St. Pete race, but for one reason or another, lost track. That's all right. St. Pete's a badass track, though. If you're gonna go to an IndyCar race, that's a place to go for sure.
This is gonna help Will Power a little bit.
This time I've watched every race. Yeah, dude. And the season's only gonna get better, dude. It's only gonna get better. With IndyCar, historically, last year was kind of an outlier because Palou sealed the championship with a couple races to go. But historically in IndyCar, the championship comes down to the last race every time. Like 95% of the time, it comes down to the final race is where we decide the champion. The points battles get wild.
8.5 seconds.
Was it 2 years ago? We had like 4 guys eligible to win the championship in the final race. Like the season is amazing. IndyCar is great racing all year long, and you stay tuned because you don't like the championship battle fluctuates. Like if Kirkwood wins this race, that'll be the 3rd different championship leader in 3 races.
As Kirkwood takes the time to have a little breather, reset himself. 3 to go.
It's and that's typical IndyCar. That's mint picture-esque IndyCar every year.
This level of experience and ability. So many little things you have to be careful of as a driver. Namely, stay right on the racing line. There are marbles everywhere. You do not want to unnecessarily.
I don't know if we're gonna get a restart here. Do you think so, guys? 3 laps to go. The single car incident might get a 2-lap shootout.
You know, spent rubber gets onto your hot tires.
Townsend, you made the point earlier. Alex Palou keeps his head in high percentage moments. But Alex Palou is no longer leading the championship. Can he still afford to not take those chances in high percentage moments? Will he be more willing to take a risk, to try and put a move on Kirkwood?
2 laps to go. Maybe get 1-lap shootout. Okay, so we end under yellow. Yeah, well, you can end under yellow. But I don't think this race will. I think we're gonna get a 1-lap shootout.
I believe I see the lights out on the pace car.
Thought we would see that Stingray Robb would drive through pit lane as a lap car.
That's what I was going to get to, is the fact that we passed.
Yep, we're doing a 1-lap shootout.
Normally, under 15 laps to go, lap down cars would have been.
Yeah, so in IndyCar, there's no overtime or anything. Once the race is official, it's official. Like we race to the distance, that's it. So there's been lots of races that have under yellow. There's been lots of races that haven't. I mean, you never know what you're gonna get. We've seen Indy 500s under yellow before. This is the way it's supposed to be. I'm okay with the overtime finishes in NASCAR, but I think that they should limit it to one attempt. That's just my opinion. There's nothing wrong with a race ending under yellow. There's zero wrong with that. Like this race was decided. Kirkwood won this race. Would you like to see them run 8 overtimes and wreck half the field just to get us a green finish? Not worth it. You know, that's the way I feel. And that's how I feel about NASCAR. NASCAR is just a gimmick in that regard.
This magnificent circuit and this incredible venue. What a race
the rescue crew should be able to push him off safe spot. Still rolling. Well, he was right there near a runoff area, so or an escape route area, so he should be fine. And we're just gonna get a 1-lap shootout, which is fine.
Between Kirkwood and Palou.
What we need to see is how much push to pass we have left on Palou and Kirkwood, because Palou's going to get an opportunity to make a lunge. One chance. It's a matter of where he makes it. Is it going to be turn 14? I think turn 14 is his only option. Got to keep your tires clean here, though. The graining on the tires is going to be the problem that could cost Kirkwood this win. All right, here we go. Kirkwood controls the restart, so when he goes, that's when it starts. And he can go really kind of whenever he wants here. It's a lot like Formula 1 in this regard.
all to play for.
And with less than 2 to go, push to pass is immediately active on the restart. We do not have to wait till that first lap is done.
How much do they have, James?
Right now, your leader's got 43 seconds. Palou behind has 40, but then Power behind has 110.
Oh, man.
Damn, Power can just basically go full attack the whole time. All right, here we go. Coming to get the white.
We're racing on the way down to 14. Kirkwood already stretching his legs.
Whoa, contact! Oh! Go back to the battle! Come on, Fox.
1 lap to go. And there's your race leader, Alex Palou behind him. And we have a yellow.
Full course yellow. Race is over. Kirkwood wins. Oh, Siegel and Hauger.
And Nolan Siegel.
I got destroyed.
Hauger said, "I got destroyed." Dude, Siegel's entire right front tires destroyed, bro. Wow, Kirkwood did it, man. Good for Kirkwood. What a day he had, boys. What a race. The fact that he overcame all the bullshit he had to deal with in pit road, man, was insane. Insane.
He delivered on pace. He delivered on aggression and racecraft.
I mean, if they tried to fuck him out of this race on pit road 8, 10 different times. Unbelievable.
Can celebrate. It'll be 3 different winners for the first 3 races.
Freaking Kirkwood.
Teams that take to the top step of the podium. Kyle Kirkwood back to victory lane. Back to the winner's circle, and deservedly so. Guys, he has been sensational this weekend. I mean, the driver to beat from start to finish.
From start to finish, you know, you excuse that little mishap in qualifying, and he made up for it in a big way, and then some when it counted over the 70 laps.
You just got to bring it home.
The pace over 1, didn't get the opportunity to do it the way he should have.
Comes through Rangers right for the last time. He'll come down to turn 14, and this is where he put his stamp on this race with that brilliant move.
Turn 14 is the action corner, boys.
Kirkwood will win on the streets of Arlington. Perhaps even more importantly, he will take the championship lead. What a day, what a weekend, what a drive from Kyle Kirkwood.
And Kyle Kirkwood gets her done, son. Great race, guys. I'm a fan of this Arlington street course, man. That was a fantastic race. Absolutely incredible. The strategies were on point. Will Power went on that 2-stop strategy. Look at Dixon. The caution came out at the perfect time. He was able to stretch it out and finish 9th on an absolute wild card Hail Mary strategy, doing Dixon things, the GOAT. Unbelievable. Andretti, 1, 3, and 4. Palou had a great run. Looked like it was his race. Scotty Mack, 13th, gained 14 spots on the day. Unbelievable. And they're getting the water bath for the crew chief. I love it, man. What an absolute banger of a race.
First 4 drivers today, all Hondas, 3 of them Andretti's. What a step to the fore for that team.
So here's the issue. The restart, you can start accelerating, but you're not allowed to make passes until after turn 14. There is a line, and you see...
Whoa! I gotta see where this wreck happened between Siegel.
There's the line you're not supposed to pass until. So an illegal move there.
Oh, yeah.
Further back.
What was Siegel doing?
By teams, drivers, officials.
And that's why, ultimately, that final lap had to come under a full course caution, because it wasn't yet at the start-finish line, and they couldn't allow...
What was Siegel doing, man? That was pathetic. We got rid of Tailport Chair, and we got rid of David Malukas for that? For that? You gotta be kidding me.
In a league of his own, race winner, now championship leader, 24 points ahead of Alex Palou. It's Kyle Kirkwood's day in Dallas.
We'll stay for a few post-race interviews, and I'm gonna end this, get those shorts out for you guys, and then get ready for the Cup Series watch party here in an hour and a half or so. So that'll be fun. If you guys are enjoying this one, make sure you guys join us here just a little bit later. We'll see if Tom will join for the second one. We'll see what he's up to today. That was before the SC line. What was that, lol? Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. That was ridiculous. I don't know what Nolan Siegel's even thinking, bro. You're not supposed to pass at that point of the track. You're already running P freaking last. I don't understand it, man. Nolan Siegel's a clown. Absolute clown. Absolute clown. Actually, you know what, guys? We're not going to stick around for post-race interviews. I think what the best bet here is to do, I got to catch up on that short for the F1 race. That's going to take me at least 20, 30 minutes to do. Then I got to do one for this race as well. I'll try to get those out as fast as I possibly can. I got to charge my headset as well because it's beeping in my ear. So we're going to end this watch party here. I will be back in about an hour and a half or so for the Cup Series watch party at Vegas. That should be a fun one. Should be a long 3-4 hour race like always. See if Tom wants to come join. But I'll be back in about an hour and a half for the second part of this doubleheader watch party here on Sunday. Thank you guys so much for tuning in for the IndyCar race. Hopefully you enjoyed that. Barrett, it was good seeing you again, man. Hockey, I'm glad that you came and joined us for the IndyCar, man. Stick around with IndyCar this year. I'm telling you, you're going to love it, man. This season, every IndyCar season is just an absolute thrill ride. You get a mix of all types of tracks, road, street. You get a roval in there. You get some ovals, intermediate ovals. You get some short ovals. Indy 500, obviously, one of the best races of the year. IndyCar is phenomenal. And this was another phenomenal race. Shout out to Arlington. I was skeptical coming in, super excited. All of my skepticism or questions have been answered. Fantastic racetrack. I hope it returns on the IndyCar schedule for next year. I know there's probably going to be some purist, diehard IndyCar fans that are going to wish we go back to Texas Motor Speedway and go run another freaking oval. Whatever. You know my thoughts on ovals in IndyCar. I've made that pretty clear here on the channel over the last few years. I think it's barbaric, and we run too many of them. But I thought that this was a fantastic race, man. Great drive, guy Carl Kirkwood. The crew tried everything they could to throw that race away for him. He put his head down and took it to the best. Alex Palou today. The street course master, Kyle Kirkwood, at it again. If you guys enjoyed this, make sure to go follow us on all of our social medias. Give us some support over there. We're trying to build those social media platforms as well. Try to post more content. If you guys want to join the best motorsports community on the internet, come join our Discord. We are posting in there every single day all of the drama, rumor, news, memes, everything motorsports related for all racing around the world. We post it right here on our Discord. It is the melting pot of racing fans. If you love whatever type of racing, you want to learn about other types of racing, maybe you're interested about like sports car racing, obviously like hockey with IndyCar, he's getting into it this year. If you love dirt racing, whatever it is, we post it all here in the Discord. If you guys go to racetracks or you have racing experiences or whatever, or if you just want to post your own news, memes, whatever it is, post it. Feel free to post it in the Discord. We love when you guys do that. We interact with you guys in there every single day. If you guys also want to support the channel, there is another way to do it. We have a merch store. It is some high quality merch, man, and it is on the low. Really inexpensive, high quality merch. All those proceeds help us make this type of content for you guys here on YouTube. Helps us keep going, keeps this channel alive. We really appreciate you guys. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the IndyCar race at Arlington. I thought it was a success. And we'll catch you guys in about an hour and a half for the Cup Series race at Vegas. Thanks again for tuning in. We'll see you in a little bit.